T minus 50 seconds. T minus 40 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Shout out to Kopish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
All the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that, guys. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys. Kopish. Joshua Kimmich has been rumoured to be Trent's replacement should the vice captain of Liverpool leave. Al-Hilal apparently want Darwin Nunez for a reported 85 million and 400k a week. And Semenyo has been linked with a move to the Reds, with Ben Doak potentially being used as make weight. Welcome to the Monday show, everyone. As always, when we get behind the mic, please make sure you subscribe, comment, and like. A lot to talk about, man. Like, Matt, how you doing, bro?
Not too bad, brother. I'm still kind of, what's the word I'd say? I don't know why I'm laughing. I think it's the Arsenal meltdown. It's the rivals, isn't it? Like,
have you watched the videos, Yardman? Have you watched Yardman Turkish?
I've seen Yaba, bro. Have you big up Gunali? Have you seen what Gunali said?
Oh, that was beautiful, bro. Gunali's one was one. Oh, that was brilliant.
What he said on Never a Foul.
No, what did he say on Never a Foul?
Oh, you haven't seen it?
No. What did he say?
Big up Gunali. He said, I'm here to tell you guys now, like, I ain't even gonna deny the fact anymore. Chelsea are a bigger club than Arsenal.
Oh no,
that's what he said. I'm not joking, bro.
No. Look at me, I'm fumbling the phone, bro. no.
And he didn't even say it with like he probably been deadly serious. He's just had enough of Arteta. He wants him out.
No, this is going against Arsenal. This is going against the schedule, but
he's had enough. He just said Arsenal are a banter club. I've just had enough of them.
Who is this?
It's me, Lee. Lee, bro, you know it's me, man. Lee.
Let's see what he says to say, people.
Brother, what's going on?
What do you mean, what's going
on? I heard you were never a foul today, bro.
Is that yesterday or something?
Yeah.
I don't even know what that is.
You don't know what never a foul is, no?
Was he gonna try to say he was drunk?
From humble man from humble beginnings,
bro.
I have no idea what you're on about.
You sound like you're really going through, bro. Are you sleeping?
No, I just ate some Nando's. I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
Date night on a Monday?
No. You know what? I actually went to my mum's for Sunday dinner, but she just said the leftovers. But she didn't have any left, so I just went home and just got some Nando's, bro.
Oh, geez, sounds like Arteta and Havertz and them, man. What's been going on, man?
What do you mean? What's been going on?
People are really concerned about you, bro.
Why?
They apparently, like, the rumor has it that you were saying some stuff for Never a Foul that I'd never thought I'd hear you say before.
Like
Chelsea, same like blue's more prominent than red.
Chelsea, I do have a cousin called Chelsea, but I don't know about anyone. I actually do.
Are you still? You don't really do the football thing anymore, no?
You know, sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. That's it, man. Day by day, man. This life.
Man's just taking it day by day.
Do you regret leaving Liverpool Football Club as a supporter?
I mean, I never joined, so I don't really know.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
liar. That's liar. That's a lie. I seem you called yourself Liverpool Lee for a good stretch of time.
Yeah, because I wanted you to win the Champions League over Tottenham. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, join the cause.
But we had run the Champions League and you're still running with Liverpool Lee.
Yeah, because I was thankful. That was all.
Okay.
what this during the pandemic as well, Lee? Like, tell
When
him what
you, when you running this narrative during the pandemic?
I mean, but I don't know if that actually even counted. Like, no, I don't. No one's birthdays counted during that time, so I don't know.
Okay. But otherwise, you're good though, yeah.
I'm very, very good. As I said, I'm surprised that I'm getting a call from you at 9 o'clock.
But I just wanted to check in. Again, you know the rules, bro. You know what happens if you go South London, right?
Yeah, I'll fucking come and find you. That's what.
I'll snitch, Lee. I'll snitch, bro.
I'm there Monday to Friday, so everybody in there. So
perfect. I just tell the police then, bro, and they're easier to find you.
It's cool. It's cool. I'm sure your little cronies, Matt and Drift. So yeah, I'm sure. Listen, anyway, I got something tucked away for you lot. Pause and that. So cool.
That sounded like a threat. If the police get wind of something like that, they're not going to be happy, Lee. They are not going to be.
Look, enjoy it, man. Enjoy it. You know, life's things happen in cycles, innit? So
he sounds so deflated, bro.
Dude, bro, you sound Matt's right. You sound deflated, bro. Keep your chin up, man. Keep your chin up.
I'm good, man. I'm good. I just said I don't know what's going on here.
I just wanted to check in, bro.
Just tell him Matt said if you're ever feeling down, just trust the process.
If you're ever feeling Matt just wanted to say if you're ever feeling down, just trust the process.
I mean, yeah, or I could just join the RB Red. What is it? The Salzburg, you know, right? RB Red. I don't even know who the hell these people are. Like that club thing. I could join them and go back on my word. I could do that and be a faker. I could do that, you know. So it's fine.
I mean, there's only one pretender I see in the Premier League, and it's not our manager or our ex-manager. But that's
we can all do that tit for tat. So it's fine.
Do you believe in Arteta?
Do I believe in
Arteta? Mikel Arteta.
Bobby said he wants some God.
I only believe in one jar, and that's it. I don't know about no one else.
Cool. Well, anyway, let me let you get back to your Nando's. Apologies for disturbing you, man.
Thank you very much. Enjoy your evening.
Yeah, I will.
I will
tell him to tune in.
I hope you to have 3 or 4, whoever it is there. I hope you have the worst 2025 going. Goodbye.
Raw.
That's so you know, man's down in the dumps.
That's from a dark
we were just talking.
place.
You know, I wasn't talking about football.
That's from a dark place. Good.
He's in a real bad place right now.
Yikes.
The fact that he didn't even want to confirm about the Chelsea stuff says everything I need to know.
Oh, don't worry,
Yeah,
don't worry.
Fully solid.
I'll be on chopping that up. Don't worry.
Oh yeah. We need. I'll see. The footage is there. So.
Oh, indeed. I'll speak to Cash straight after this show. Right, let's get back to Liverpool matters at hand. Trent still hasn't signed a new contract that we know of. Still being linked with a move to Real Madrid. We've been linked with Joshua Kimmich, Matt. Oh, you look like you smell something bad.
It's not. Do you know what it is?
The face you make is when you smell something bad, man.
Bro, do you know what it is? I haven't really kept an eye on Kimmich for maybe about 18 months, if I'm being genuinely honest. But I don't know if he's the type of right back that we need. He's going to sound weird. He's kind of similar to Trent in terms of his best attribute for me is when he's on the ball and making things happen. And I do feel like when Kimmich goes into centre mid, he's a problem. But just from a defensive standpoint, like, you see how in the Prem is very, very dynamic and you've got all these flying wingers one-on-one with your right back and left back. I just don't see Kimmich like that anymore. Maybe a couple years ago, but even at Bayern, he started to struggle a little bit in the right back spot.
Do you not think he's better than Trent defensively, bro?
No, he's better than Trent defensively because he's got a better defensive mindset. But I just feel like even though he's more defensively switched on, I just feel like if he comes up against sheer athleticism, he might be a little bit in trouble. And I think the way how we play a high line, I'll give you an example. Do you know who Kimmich would actually suit, believe it or not? You see how Man United are playing quite like a mid to low block? It'll suit someone like that. If you look at De Ligt, like De Ligt is thriving more so in a retreated line, in it compared to like a high line, I feel. And I think the same thing goes for Kimmich. I'm not saying Kimmich is a good player, but that it's about profile. Is that the profile right back that we need? That's why I ask you, bro.
I may be a little biased here because obviously, you know, I'm a Kimmich fan. I think the way we play on the slot, Kimmich would be fine at right back. I get what you're saying in terms of the high flying wingers and all that, but Trent sometimes struggles with that. Bradley sometimes struggles with that. I think Kimmich is on another level to those two defensively, like on a completely another level. From an attacking standpoint, yeah, Trent talks to absolutely anybody in the world when it comes to fullback. But in terms of as an overall, like as a rounded right back, he's more well-rounded than Trent at right back. Even if he might not be better than him, according to some. Oh, hold on, Lee's calling me back.
Is he actually calling you back?
Hold on. I know you did cool with your life. I know you did cool with your life.
No, it's coincidence, man.
I know you did cool with your life.
He didn't realize he was live.
I know.
Man didn't give you the heads up, you know.
Oh, man, it's coincidence, man. I don't want any trouble, Lee.
I know. But okay. It's cool. It's cool. No worries. I see what's going on here. It's cool. Don't worry. I see these guys trying to set. Okay, cool. Enjoy your evening, my brother. Enjoy.
Lee, if I hear you in South London, I'm going to call the police, brother. I'm not even joking.
Cool. Yeah, no. Enjoy your evening.
All right, cool. I will turn it to Keshi 6ix9ine real quick, bro.
Yeah, I don't want no smoking with Lee.
I'll call the police, bro. I'll literally call the police. I'll be like, I do not know that. Man.
Lee, man.
Where was I? Yeah,
but going back to. But all right, is the age?
Yeah,
don't use age, but do you also feel like a younger Kimmich, like 24, between 24 to 27, a little bit more athletic to this one even now? I'm not saying this like because Kimmich was never really athletic, but like maybe a bit more robust, so to speak. Because I don't know, bro. Like, all right, let me give an example. You see profiling, yeah? If I could get a profile, not saying quality profile, it will be like, it's going to sound mad and we're just laughing at them, but you see Timber at Arsenal, because Timber, I think, is athletic, I think he's good defensively, and I think he's good going forward, but that type of profile of defender, not him, but you get what I mean, someone of a high caliber of him.
Oh, I'm agreeing with that. I agree with that. But I'm just thinking from a business standpoint, if you're losing Trent on a free and replacing him with Kimmich, again, this is going back to the Bradley situation as well. A lot of people rate Bradley to be ready to take over from Trent if Trent were to leave. If that were the case, would it not be good to bring in someone like a Kimmich so Bradley can learn off that player and also they're more experienced as well? Because Bradley isn't the most experienced as well. Could that not be a thing?
That's a good shout, because as you was talking, I was just thinking, do you know the person who I think is a good right back, but maybe too young and a bit like Bradley, Livramento. I like the profile of that right back because for me, Livramento, he can improve defensively, very good going forward. He's athletic, can read the game pretty well, but he's still got iron out kinks in his game, so to speak. So yeah, he probably is similar to Bradley. So maybe you got a point. Maybe Kimmich as the older statesman, and then you got maybe Bradley as the up and coming right back. Maybe
still not fancying the Spence stuff.
I was only bantering with Spence. Spence is decent. He's better than what he is at Spurs. I already know that. But does he fall into that same bracket as Livramento though? That's the problem. Like he's probably ahead of Livramento. Maybe, I'm not sure, but there's an argument. So it's like it's the same kind of player. So for your point, would you want to get someone with more experience?
I'm confused. In an ideal world, bro, I just want Trent to sign. That's just what I want.
Of course, everyone wants Trent to sign, but we got to think about the worst case scenario because I'm seeing reports come out each and every day about how something's changed, and you never know what happens in this footballing world, bro. That's the honest truth.
No, I hear it. It's a tough one because look, as much as I love Bradley, as much as I rate Bradley, you know this. If you were to say to me right now, Bradley is now going to be your starting right back as you try and win the league and the Champions League on a regular basis, I'd have some reservations there. And I know people can turn around and go, well, Trent did it, so why can't Bradley? Different systems, different profiles of different players and different timing. We were further along as a team and we're going through a period where we were going from top 4 to then challenging when Trent broke through. We were a top 4 team when Trent broke through. Bradley breaks through now. We're a team competing for leagues and Champions Leagues as of right now. Can he maintain that level at his age and his development right now? I don't know if he can. If we talk about 2, 3, 4 years from now, I have no doubt in Bradley. I think Bradley's got a bright future at Liverpool. I think he's got a bright future as a right back. I'm just saying, as in today, is he ready right now? Because
Bradley's not ready right now. No, you can tell though.
Boots right now is a lot to ask.
It's too much to ask. We need experience and we also need quality, but at the same time, you can still. Here's the thing. I know it's like, obviously, it's the club's job to find that right back, innit? That profile, the 25, 26-year-old who's a bit like, who's defensively, on point, also can attack, good on the ball. That's what the club should know these players. Obviously, it's for us as well as like, you know what I mean, as supporters to try and see if we can find players and hopefully, if you say it enough times, the club might go through him because as we know, Drifty's on the board. But it's one of them things where it's like, Conor Bradley, I've said this year, there is this misconception that Conor Bradley's some amazing defensive right back. One thing I'll say about Conor Bradley is I think his application for defending is maybe higher than Trent's.
Oh, it is.
But it is. But Trent's application, I thought, was like that when he first broke into the team. Because I still remember games when he was looking at Leroy Sané at left wing in Champions Leagues and things like that. So we can't deny that. I just think as time's gone on and the team was failing Klopp had to find a way to utilize Trent's strengths more. Yeah. And that kind of meant that he said to Trent, I'll be real with you. I'm going to ask you to do a dual role. You're going to have to do attack and defense on an even higher level now. And I think he kind of just allowed Trent a little bit too much leeway. Yeah. And because we kind of know Salah is not the most defensive winger either. It wasn't like Mane. If there's one thing I'll say about Mane and Salah, which separates them, Mane's defensive work is on another level to Salah. Yeah. I remember when Mane locked up Chilwell.
Yeah, locked him up
differently, bro. Yeah. And Mane's the type of guy to go from left wing and track you all the way to right back. I'm not saying Salah hasn't done it, but I just know Mane will do it regular. Do you get what I'm saying? That was Sadio Mane. He had that desire to get back. Salah don't have desire to get back. Salah will help. He doesn't have the desire, bro. And that's where I see Conor Bradley. He got desire, but does that make him that much better of a defender than Trent?
I think he's a better defender. So here's the thing. So
No. I think he's better, but how much better? I think there's a misconception that he's way better than Trent.
The thing is, I've always said it's never about Trent's defensive abilities. It's his application and desire to defend. I always say this. Having played defense myself, if you have to have a desire to want to defend. In the same way, if you're a striker, you have to have that desire to want to score goals. If you don't have the desire to defend, no matter how good you are, you're just not going to be able to defend as well as another person. It's a lot to do with mentality when it comes to defending. It's a lot to have that. You're not beating me. You're crazy. You look at Ibu, for example. I'm not going to speak about Virgil. Virgil's a whole nother unicorn. You look at Ibu. When Ibu sees an attacker, he looks at them as if to say, how dare you even try and win this race? How dare you even try and win this battle of strength? How dare you even try and dribble past me? You should know better. Whereas I look at Trent sometimes, I'm like, does he even want to defend today? Like that's whereas with Bradley, I feel every time he steps on the pitch, he goes, I want to defend today. I want to attack, I want to defend as well.
For example, the tackle on Mbappe, I don't see. Do you know what, actually? A couple of years ago, maybe Trent would have made that challenge, but not now. And it's no. Bro, Trent has made challenges like that in the past, but
that's what I'm saying. Not now.
Because of now, no. So you got a valid point, and I think the chat do as well. I think the chat is saying Bradley's better defensively. I agree, but I just don't think it's like leaps and bounds, so to speak. But he is better.
This is what I was going to say here. So shout out to Harry. He said Bradley locked up Mbappe at left wing. He has the quality. It's about giving him experience for consistency.
I hear that as well.
Consistency, because you're right. He locked up Mbappe left wing, but I've also seen him get done by a Dinger. I've seen him get done by Callum Hudson-Odoi. So that's why I asked you guys in the chat, and I asked you, Matt, it's not about whether he's got the talent or not. It's not about whether he's going to be the guy in a couple of years' time. Is he the guy now? Because it's fair enough. You lock up Mbappe, that's amazing. Add that to your CV. We're always going to remember you for that. But what happens when you come up against an Adingra? Can you do it to an Adingra? Can you do it to a Callum Hudson-Odoi? Because when you're playing at Liverpool, you can't have one great game, one bad game, one great game.
Yeah, I agree.
You have to have a consistent schedule of games, and we see it from Ibu, we see it from Virgil. Robbo at his best. I can on my hand I can count the bad games Robbo had when he was in from 2018 to like 2022. I could count the bad games on my hand.
Robbo's been the perfect. If we're being honest, Robbo's been the perfect fullback under the Klopp tenure. Yeah, let's keep it about. He's the most. I think Robbo is the most balanced fullback that we've had. That's not taking anything away from Trent.
Robbo at his best, in my opinion, my humble opinion, was the best fullback in the world, right or left back.
No, he was.
I know Trent got all the plaudits because of the like amazing assists and all that, but let's not forget, Robbo was matching Trent with assists at one point, and still locking up right wingers.
Yeah, I agree. Although I'm not taking any credit away from Robbo, I will say this though, just a slightly caveat. Yeah. Robbo was playing against the Van Dijk, and I can't lie, that understanding was easier. Whereas Trent had Matip, he had Gomez, he had, do you know what I mean? He's had Ibu. He's had to change that partner quite frequently, and that does because we've always said this: a settled back four makes a big difference, in it. And there was a reason why. Was it the last 2 years that Arsenal have had the best defense?
Yeah, but Trent did have Hendo as well.
I don't want to say nothing bad about Hendo. Henderson worked his arse off to cover for Trent, but you still need a partner, your right-sided centre back, where you kind of know where they are, what they're gonna do. Like Robbo kind of knew Van Dijk, like knew everything about his game. He kind of knew when to push on, when to sit back. I don't think Trent had that kind of luxury. Do you get what I'm saying? And not only that, Robbo had Mane. Remember, Trent's had Salah. And I'll be honest, Salah compared to Mane, for me, now that is a landslide defensively. Yeah. Henderson was a big help, don't get me wrong, but the right-sided centre-back kept on changing, and I don't think it helped him. That's not an excuse. I don't think it helped. Whereas Robbo had stability, in my opinion, a bit more stability.
No, that's true. That's fair as well.
So, I think Ibu's the only person to bring that to him in the last 2 years, sort of thing.
Speaking of going back to this situation with Trent, as the days and weeks pass, are you looking at this situation as in we need to get a replace? Is Trent going, in your opinion? And if so, what sort of replacement? What does a replacement look like in terms of cost and everything, in your opinion?
Every day I change my mind. Right now I think he's going. And I think the right back, it wouldn't surprise me if we go for Kimmich, you know. And it sounds weird. I won't be mad, but I won't be overjoyous because I understand it. But I also feel like I'm wondering whether that's the right profile. Reason I'm saying that is because Liverpool have always wanted Joshua Kimmich for time, but we never really thought we'd ever get him. Same, like, do you know what I mean? When players come on the market like that, you always think, do you have a chance? Bit like Alphonso Davies. I don't think we'd ever get him. I think if he does go, he goes Madrid. If he stays, he stays at Bayern. But like, I just think I can see us going for Kimmich. I can, because he's got the experience and the know-how. And I think Kimmich, like you said, to prove your point, Carl, he does help Conor Bradley. Let's keep it a buck. Kimmich is an experienced G, bro. Like,
sorry to cut you, Matt. Do you think he matches with the age profile of what Edwards and FSG typically?
Well, here's the thing, because Kimmich is it 29?
He's going to be. If we were to sign him, I think he'd be 30.
All right. So Liverpool do this thing where if you're extraordinary, we'll turn a blind eye. And we done it with Thiago. We done it with James Milner, for being honest, because Milner was 29 going to 30. Milner was extraordinary. Let's keep it a buck.
Yeah.
Kimmich is an extraordinary player. Kimmich is still a quality player. I'm just strictly talking about, is he the right profile for what we need? I would rather a profile of a Livramento, like I said, or basically I just want Andy Robertson at right back, like the old school Robertson, at right back. That's what I want. But it's hard to kind of find that player. Do you know what I mean? Remember before we were in linked to slot, Carl, me and you were speaking about Gertruda before.
Yeah.
And I don't know what Gertrude is doing now. I don't know if he's still the same player, but Dumfries plays ahead of him for Netherlands. But could that be favoritism? I don't know. It's players like that. Are they good enough? I don't know. So, what about you?
Yeah.
What does it look like for you, bro?
Oh, bro, I don't know. I've watched a bit of Vanderson at Monaco. He looks good. Spence, I really do like Spence. Olaina at Nottingham Forest is good, but again, he's of that age profile.
It's just the age,
like
but
28,
bruv, he's the
29.
quality, but it's just the age where they go for him.
I like Kimmich, Livramento. I rate. A few people have mentioned someone called Thiago Santos. I've never seen him play myself, so I can't comment.
Never, right? Do you know I think he's good, Cal? Quickly, but we'll never get him. I actually think Gusto's good. You know,
he's brilliant.
But Gusto is now the first choice right back, who wasn't supposed to be.
No, he wasn't.
Because but Reece James obviously can't stay fit. So, but bruv, someone like him, you know, that's what I'm saying. A profile like a Gusto, a Timber, because I'll say Gusto is better than Timber going forward, but maybe Timber, better.
Timber. So I said Timbo. Timber.
Yeah.
Timber defensively is excellent.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, he don't play no games from a defensive standpoint.
Yeah, like you take him one-on-one, he's quick enough, he's strong enough, he's aggressive, like he's about it. He doesn't shy away from a challenge. Listen,
he's like a
right back.
bulldozer.
Yeah, right backs and left backs are always going to get beaten at one point because more times than not, the attacker is supposed to beat his man in it. Pause. He's supposed to do that, but their man aren't afraid to put a foot in. Andy Robertson was aggressive, bro. Bro, you see old school Robbo?
Yeah, he didn't play.
Not many people cooked him, you know?
No. But as I said, only Gnabry. Gnabry's the only one I can think back and be like, yeah, Robbo he had Robbo on skates.
Yeah, he's the only
one.
And maybe sometimes, Mahrez a little bit.
Yeah. I'm gonna mention
Mahrez is an anomaly though.
I'm gonna mention two more names. Well, one of which we definitely won't get, but I think he's really good. Mazraoui's one.
Do you know what? He is better than what I thought he was at Man United. Lacks a little bit in pace, but very, very good on the ball. But I just, again, we wouldn't get him because he's at Man United.
No, definitely not. And another one, someone you're a big fan of, Arujo.
Yeah, bro. Roland Araujo. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know if that's right, but brother, for me, if Virgil was to leave and Araujo had no injuries, this obviously he's got injuries. You can't take that away from him. He would be my first choice centre back. It's just the injuries, bro. Araujo is cold, bro, and he's going to get better and better. The problem is the injuries. The brother, I saw Araujo play his first game since the Copa America. That's crazy.
Do you think if he's fit and fine, do you think he's better than Ibu?
Araujo?
Yeah.
For me personally, he can match Ibu. For me personally, he can match him. I know a lot of people don't rate him in the chat, but I really rate Araujo though. I've seen Araujo play for years at Barca and thought he was absolutely cold.
Yes.
Don't get me wrong, he's still got that odd little moment, but I think Araujo is like, I don't know how old Araujo is now. Is he 26 now, maybe? I don't know.
I think about 24, I believe.
I don't know if he's that old, but it's crazy. A lot of people don't rate him. I rate Araujo highly. Without them injuries... I have to lean
on your expertise on this guy. I don't really watch that much Spanish football at the moment.
I
know he's injury prone.
Bro, where's Los Blancos? I know he's a Real Madrid fan, but Los Blancos, if you're in the chat, what are your thoughts on Araujo? I think Araujo is a very, very good centre back that can play right back. I mean,
Scrap says I'm trying to make us a Europe conference team.
Wow, but again, I wouldn't go for him because he's injured.
So, guys, if
that's
this
the
is
only
the case,
reason,
if you think me and Matt are coming up with silly names, and give us some names, then, guys, give us some names.
Big up Jamrock. He says,
he's quality but very injury prone.
He's quality but very injury prone. That's what I'm saying, but very good. Yeah, he's mad talented. Rather sign Kobasi, but again, Kobasi for me, he just entered the fray. Like, can he handle the prem? I think that's a bit early for me. Kunde, I think Koundé, for me,
What about Koundé right back then?
I'm not a fan of Koundé, you know.
You're not now.
No, I think Koundé suits Barca system well. And I think it's because, but Koundé going forward is like watching Klein go forward.
Okay.
In my although he played an amazing pass to Lamar yesterday, but I've seen Koundé a lot this season, bro. Barca fans will tell you Koundé going forward is just a headache. Defensively, yes, he's good, but going forward, just attack down the other side. You're not getting much from Koundé. You can do it pass every now and again, but some of the crossing, even the way he crosses the ball is, I don't know. That's just me though. That's me. But
does this
Koundé's-
say everything about the right back situation, or the fact that this
Bruv,
is why we kind of need to keep Trent?
Yeah, there's no outstanding candidate. And here's the killer. Araujo's only available in the market because he's so injury prone and Juventus want to get him right now. And that's not even a good look. The fact that Barca want to sell him is the fact of because they know he can't stay injury free. Do you know what I mean?
And Nila, I can't remember who I was speaking to. See,
But
Lewis
I
Hall?
rate. Hey, but remember we said the Newcastle fullbacks. You said it, and I was like, Livramento.
Lewis Hall moves me, you know.
Really?
Bro. I know he's quite young, but you see, if we sign Lewis Hall, yeah, I'm good with it, you know.
Would you be happy with Lewis Hall and Livramento? It would never happen because Newcastle wouldn't sell both their fullbacks. They just wouldn't do that. But would you be happy with it though?
Yeah. Remember, I wanted Livramento before he went to Newcastle.
But Livramento is cold, man.
I wanted him to come in and deputise for Trent potentially.
Yeah, this is when he was back up at Southampton, isn't it?
Yeah, when he was on loan at Southampton. Bro,
someone said Calvin Ramsey. I don't know what's happened to that. Bro.
Yeah, he's gone back on loan. He's gone to Kilmarnock, I think.
Bruv, the injuries are. This is the thing. When you're young and you have bad injuries, it can really set you back and it can destroy your career. And I pray it hasn't for Calvin Ramsey. I hope he can do something.
I'm telling you, Lewis Hall, that brother there is good, man.
Lewis Hall is quality though. Lewis Hall, I'll be real. Lewis Hall and Livramento would actually like rejuvenate our back four, you know, because they're young, athletic, and tenacious, and they're both good on the ball.
Yeah, we'll see. People, let us know in the comments what you think about the right back situation. Obviously, a lot of you, from the looks of it, don't want Kimmich to come in. Who would you like to come in if it looks like Trent is moving on? Right, people, let's move on topics. Spoke about this in the morning show, but obviously didn't chop it up with the boys. Al-Hilal have been linked with a move for our Darwin Nunez. Now, apparently Liverpool have put a price on his head of 85 million, which would effectively recoup all the money that we would have spent on him. And Al-Hilal are potentially going to offer him a wage of £400,000 a week. Now, I spoke about this, so I'm not going to speak about it just yet, Matt. I'm going to let you take the floor with this one, but I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. One, would you accept the offer if there's no replacement coming in this month? And two, do you think Nunez would go to Saudi?
I don't think it would be a good idea to sell him with no replacement. Because although I don't think he's at the level where I thought he would be, I still feel like there's a long season and even 1 or 2 or 3, 4 goals could really help us do something. Do you know what I mean? Regardless of what game it is, whatever. If you're talking about Darwin Nunez going, he may take that deal because he's come under a lot of fire, right? He was bought for 85 mil, 75 mil, whatever you're going to say, how much it is, yeah? He was supposed to be the star striker for Liverpool to take us. Remember when Klopp said Liverpool 2.0? Supposed to take the burden off Salah, so to speak. It hasn't happened. Started off pretty decent. Then indifferent, shall I say. Had a better second season. And this season seems to have gone back to kind of like his first season. And you can see that he just doesn't fit the style of play under Arne Slot. It just doesn't. Arne Slot wants a complete 9. I've been saying this for a while. Some of the people in the chat have been saying it as well. Arne Slot wants like your old school Lewandowski, Harry Kane, Benzema. He wants an all-round striker that can do everything. Nunez, for me, just for me, is a one-dimensional striker in terms of he wants the ball played in behind, right? That's not a problem. The problem is that we don't do that all the time. If you're playing for a counter-attacking team, I think Darwin Nunez will get even more chances, and I think he has more opportunities to score goals. The problem is that when you jump into space and whatnot, is your timing right? Are you connecting up, playing the right way? Are you making the right decision? And I think that's where it falters. So, for me, I just look at it and think it's not working. But I just think if you sell him without replacement, that would literally mean we've just got Diaz and Jota. What could happen, which is a gamble, is that you could factor in Dan's because Jota. Because okay. All right, let me just say this then. You see the fee? I'll say this though. If Liverpool get offered, for example, 85 million and we get no replacement, maybe I then think if the fee's that high, you might have to take that deal because you're recouping all the fee for a player who hasn't succeeded for you, for our club. And although we haven't got that replacement, you've recouped all your money. And it is a gamble in a title charge, but you've got to hope and pray that Diaz and Jota and even Dan's can step up if needed. Because I'll be honest with you, if it goes past into the summer, Al-Hilal might think, well, you had your chance to get the 85 mil. We're just going to offer you 50 or something. Say like he doesn't really play. He plays even less games. He's even more out of favor. His value then starts to depreciate. What did Liverpool do then? Are we going to just settle for a 50 million fee maybe, or even 40 mil? You don't know what people are going to offer. And it's all about timing for me. Timing is
not risky though. Is it not risky to go the rest of the season without an attacker?
It is very risky, but I'm only talking about from a perspective of if the fee's that high, do you take a gamble? I think you may have to.
But if we're going for the league and potentially Champions League, is it worth taking that gamble?
Well, here's what I'm about to say. The only way this feels like if he stays and it works, that's on Nunez. That's not on Liverpool. That's on him. Can he get himself out of this funk where he hasn't scored for like, was it 2 months or something? Is he capable of doing that? Because it's okay saying keep him, but what happens if he doesn't improve? What happens if he stays exactly the same how he's right now, where people are frustrated, he's not doing what he's supposed to be doing? Like, what does that look like? So it is a gamble either way. It's a gamble if you keep him, and it's a gamble if you sell him.
I think it's a bigger
gamble you want to go with.
I think it's a bigger gamble selling him without someone coming in there. And again, if we're talking about a week ago when it looks like we might get involved in the Kvaratskhelia deal, then I'm like, yeah, fair enough. Darwin can go if that's the case, because you know Diaz can move centrally and Kava can move out to the left hand side.
But we're not getting Kava though.
We're not. That's what I'm saying. We're not getting him. So if we're not getting anyone, I know 85 million is brilliant money. For the sake of 85 mil, though, I'd rather keep the player and win the league. Because at 85 mil at the end of the season, if we don't win the league because we're short, ain't gonna fill me with anything. Ain't gonna fill me with any happiness. Whereas if we keep the player and we win the league, I'd take that all
But
day.
once if we keep the player and the player doesn't play, all right, this is the last thing I'm going to say. Then Drifter, you can say what you want to say about it as well. Because like, here's my thing on it, as well. Luis Diaz was under fire last year for a lot of people. Drift was backing him. I was backing him. Kyle, you kind of was, but you were like, we can improve on him. And even me and Drift was like, okay, he's not world class, but you can improve on him, right? Diaz answers the call though. Diaz is on the.
Diaz is
Let me. I know, but so I'm going to say I'm going to get to that. But Diaz answers the call, but he answers the call by going in centrally. It's very telling if a left winger goes to play the false nine and is now the second choice striker. That's crazy to me. Do you get what I'm trying to say? That shouldn't be happening. Nunez should be, even under all the pressure that he's under, just focus on the goals, focus on yourself, worry about outside noise. You're at Liverpool Football Club. Any football club of this magnitude is always going to magnify anything anyway. It doesn't matter where you play. We've had players with big reputations that have come under, maybe not the same, I would say hatred, but like pressure. Let me just say pressure that he's had. You got to answer that call. And right now, he's not answering it. It doesn't matter what I say or what Drifty says or what you say or what the chat say. It's about him. He's got to think to himself, can I oust Luis Diaz from that number 9 spot? But he can't right now. And then you've got Jota coming back. So my problem is that I've got no problems keeping him, but this is when Darwin has to answer his own call, bro. If Darwin can't answer his own call, let's say that bid came in, we would then start regretting. Say we don't even win the league and Darwin doesn't even play. Do you get what I'm trying to say? It's about him. What can he do?
I hear it. Drift, any thoughts?
Nah. Big up everyone in the chat. Big up you, man. Nah, I'm not adding to the Nunez. So I can't be bothered. Every time I talk about Nunez, people just run with narratives and stuff. It's long. If he goes, he goes. At this point, if he goes, he goes. I don't have to express how much I like Nunez anymore. I've already explained that I do agree that he isn't quite pulling up the numbers that mean that he should be a starter. But I think his stats more than prove that he's a good squad player. And if people don't want him around, I'd rather he just went. I hate every conversation is about him within our community at the very least. It does my head.
This is the topic because he's been linked to the move away.
So but on that, I'm like, if he goes, he goes. If he stays, he stays. I want him to stay. If he goes, I've made my peace with it. That's all I'm saying.
It's not about that. I'm more asking for the sake of the squad. Is it better for him to stay or go? Is seeing as we won't probably get a replacement if he does go this month.
Oh, 100% it's better if he stays. Because I agree with what you were just saying, Cal. What's the point in relinquishing a body in the squad to not replace it? How does that help you in any way moving forward? It doesn't. Because if you get an injury to one or two players and then you're down to young Dan's recovering from a 6-month injury, because a lot of people forget he was out for 6 months. I heard an interview with him when he was saying it's the toughest thing he's ever had to go through so far in his career. And so, of course, because he's young, but like, it's a really big deal. He's not even ready to play regular football. He was out, was it May, Cal, I think, innit? May or beginning of June he was out from, and he's only just now got back to fitness. That's a long time out for a young player. He ain't ready. He's not ready. So if you wanna play in important competitions, do you know what I'm saying? Because the thing as well, even if we just want to go on statistics, and I know a lot of people don't like Nunez, so they don't want to hear anything positive about him, but he has an extremely good European record. So even if he just helped us win the Champions League, do you know what I mean? Because I think European football is very different to Premier League football. It kind of does suit more so. Because this is what I've made my peace with Nunez. I'm going to put Nunez in it. And this isn't even just because he's Uruguayan. It's just a coincidence. I'm going to put Darwin Nunez in the category with someone like Diego Forlan, where I think Diego Forlan overall probably is a better player than him. That's not even the question. But Diego Forlan looked really poor in the Premier League. But when he went around Europe, that style of football just perfectly suited him. And I think we can all agree that outside of United, Diego Forlan was a pretty world-class striker. Now, I'm not saying that Nunez is world-class, but I think he'll be of the same ilk. I think if he plays in Italy, if he plays in Spain, if he plays in Portugal, if he plays in Holland, I think he will light up those leagues. I think the Premier League is just not suited for him. So if he goes to one of those leagues, I think he'll be a prolific 1 and 2 striker for a team in one of those countries. I really do. And I think European football is a little reminiscent of that because you play teams from those countries. So he is effective in Europe. He is effective in Europe. Whether people want to believe it or not, the stats don't lie. He has 10 goals in 17 games in Europa League, which is better than a 1 and 2. And he has 11 goals in 24, which is almost a 1 and 2 in the Champions League. So overall, he has, what would that? So that's 21 goals in 35 games in Europe. He's got good European pedigree. So at least, even if we just keep him for Champions League and to have him around for Europe, if he doesn't really play in the Premier League, fine. But he can be effective in the Champions League. So it will be really stupid to not replace him and let him go. Because if anybody's going to sit here on the Nunez agenda and tell me that you would prefer it was Jayden Danns playing up front against Juventus in the quarterfinal, or Barcelona in the quarterfinal, or Real Madrid in the semi-final, than Nunez, then with all due respect, you are talking out of your arse. You are actually talking out of your arse. There's no way you could tell me you prefer Jayden Danns up front than Nunez in a crucial, big, important Champions League quarterfinal or semi-final. He don't have the experience to play in that game.
He doesn't. Can I ask you one thing?
He can't play well in that game.
Yeah.
But that is a massive risk.
Can I ask you one thing? Can I ask you one thing quickly? when a player is that low on confidence, yeah, even if you're right, thinking that Nunez has the experience of playing in big games, because remember, Nunez scored against Real Madrid. Jadon has never done that, right? But when a player is so low in confidence, remember when I said a player can look as low as anything, it doesn't matter who the player is, but it could be Messi, could be Ronaldo, could be anybody.
Yeah.
When they're that low in confidence, yeah, and that's what Nunez is right now, a lot of people are saying, a lot of people troll, but what I'm saying, I think some people do genuinely think in front of goal, talking about this year, not last year or the year before, because Dan's not in the picture. I remember Dan's had injury, whatever. Just this year, I think they feel more confident that Dan's would score. Now, there's more to football than to score, and we know that because it's about making runs, making the right plays, execution, X, Y, and Z. But I just think Nunez, in such low on confidence, that's what it is even for me. You see, last year, yeah, you could there was things that he done right and there was things that he done wrong. But you see this year, yeah, it's like you can see that he's playing with such low confidence that it's making him even worse. And what that means is affecting the team. And that's why what I say, when people are saying Jadon Dan's, it's a bit of a stretch, but I think maybe what people kind of feel like in front of goal, the chances that if they receive the same chance, they're more likely to lean to Jadon Dan's. And the reason why I say is this year, and this ain't me, when I saw this year, I thought this can't be true. Hear what I'm about to say. I only saw this yesterday. Since February 2024, Jadon Dan's and Darwin Nunez have scored the same amount of goals at Anfield, but one hasn't played here since February.
Yeah, but there has to be some common sense added to that. If Jadon Downs was playing week in, week out, maybe he'll start struggling with the pressure. Maybe he loves getting 10 minutes here, 20 minutes there. He's a youngster, he's enthusiastic. If you start playing him constantly all the time, maybe is Jadon Downs a robot? Look what happened to Kwanzaa with the confidence.
Drift. But what I'm saying is...
but look what happened to Kwanzaa with confidence. Everybody knows last season the boy played so well, he dislodged Ibu from the starting lineup. That was how well he was playing. Look at Kwanzaa without confidence. Young players lose confidence very easily. So what happens when Dan loses confidence?
But we're talking about a player who is from
crazy.
No. But
it's not crazy.
Because remember, you brought
even if you disagree, it's not crazy. And the reason, sorry to cut you.
You brought the stats, and I just thought, do you know what? This isn't aimed at you. This is more about this stat shouldn't even be there. Do you want to know why it's there? It's because he's so low on confidence. That's just my argument, bro. And what I'm saying is,
he is very, very low on confidence.
Yeah. So, and you got a player who's trying to fight his way into the first team. Who obviously, if he's given a chance, could maybe do something. Now, the argument isn't Dan's versus Nunez. The argument just is Darwin Nunez right now, low on confidence, isn't doing what's required. So what do we do? Now, we can just keep him, obviously. And I don't even know whether that bid comes in. Let's keep it up. We don't know because it's January speculation, right? But my worry for Darwin Nunez is he going to improve throughout the rest? Because we got how many months left? Do you think he can do enough at least where we can at least count on him? Because right now, I think a lot of the fan base feel they can't count on him, especially in front of goal. It's not about his endeavor.
Would you get rid of him?
No, hear what I'm going to say. If that bid comes in for 85 mil, me personally, I think that we might have to accept that bid. We might have to. I'll be honest with you, we might have to. But I'm taking a massive gamble, and it could be the wrong gamble because the gamble is if I'm doing that, I'm relying on Diaz, Jota, who always gets injured, and Jadon Dan's. That is a massive worry. But I'm also thinking, but if let's say he stays and we don't take the money, but his confidence doesn't improve, it will feel, and we say we don't win a league because maybe he was given these chances when people were injured, and then do you know what I mean? I don't even want that for him, bro. Could you imagine if he has a chance in front of goal and say, for example, he misses a chance that could have won us the league? Do you know the outrage? I don't want that for him, bro. That's why it's a techie situation. Do you know what I mean?
No, I don't want it for him anymore either.
I don't want that for any player.
A massive part of his low confidence is because he hears the abuse. So you're right. I don't want that for him. Bro, that's why I'm like, it's better he just goes at this point.
Can I just say
Naby Keita? Last thing I'm going to say, Cal, just quickly. Naby Keita, you guys know that's my guy. Do you know the horrible stuff that got said about Naby? Not about you guys, by the way, but like I saw Naby Keita's Instagram and read what people said about Naby Keita with that shot against Real Madrid where he skied it. Like no player deserves stuff like that. Like you can say someone's like, oh, bruv, that was terrible, but people just go crazy. Like They're human beings at the end of the day. That's why for me, you have to draw a line somewhere, and I don't want that for no player. That's exactly what I'm saying. I don't want Darwin Nunez to go through a situation like that. Naby Keita went through that as well. So
this is why I don't think it's crazy if someone wants Dans to start ahead of Nunez. In my opinion, I get the experience and all that stuff, but if we talk about chance in front of goal, sometimes experience isn't the be all and end all. Sometimes it's technical ability. And we keep on talking about Darwin's confidence being low, etc. And it might be. But even when Darwin's confidence was high, he's still doing the same things as when his confidence is low. And that is missing chances he shouldn't miss. So I get confidence can improve a player, obviously. But for me, the confidence talk is a bit overplayed in the sense of the reason he's not performing to the level that we want him to perform is not for me because of confidence. It's because of technical ability. Because when he was at his peak optimum confidence, he was still missing chances.
He's never had peak optimal confidence at Liverpool, by the way.
In your opinion, I would disagree with that.
If you can tell me when you think he had full confidence, then I'll agree. But
when he first came to Liverpool, his first game for Liverpool was against Man City, scoring the the Community Shield.
Yeah, but he was also fighting, adapting to the league, new country, and all that stuff at the same time. So I still don't think it was peak confidence.
He was still very confident. When he came on against Fulham, we all said it, he changed the game. He was trying flicks and tricks and all that. So he was confident. In the Palace game, he was trying it, but he was still missing chances. In those games, he missed chances throughout the whole of his first season, missed a bag of chances in his second season. He's still doing it in his third season. So the confidence talk for me doesn't really. It doesn't.
So would you sell him, Cal?
I've said I wouldn't. In the summer, I would.
Okay.
No. But in sense of, there's a different conversation about whether I'd sell him without a replacement or whether I'd give Jayden Danns more opportunities if he's here. If he's here still, which I hope he is, unless we get a replacement, then I would like to see Jayden Danns get some of the minutes that Nunez gets. I think that's only fair. I think if Nunez is showing and proving that he can't be consistent in front of goal, then I'd like to see someone who has shown in the small amount of time that they've been in the team that they can be consistent in front of goal. So the only way we get to find out if Jayden Danns is potentially a guy is by giving him more minutes. Because if you keep on holding him down, then 100%. To hold him down for the sake of Nunez, who in my opinion hasn't shown enough to hold him down, then for me there's an issue there. But overall, the whole striker situation needs to be addressed, because I've also said I wouldn't like Jayden Danns to be our backup striker if Darwin goes. I prefer someone else to come in and for that person to be the main striker and Jota to become the backup striker. I don't think Jayden Danns' path into the first team goes through Darwin. I think it goes through Jota. And the reason I say that is, in the same way I say Owen Beck and Bashetic and players, I'd like to see them at the club for 1 year and even Kwanzaa. I'd like them to be at the club being third or fifth choice in Kwanzaa's situation, is so they can learn off the players ahead of them, grow with that lack of pressure of being needed as frequent as they are, so that when they are ready, when they're slightly older, then they can just seamlessly transition. So for me, if I get my way in the summer, I'm selling Darwin, bringing in a top striker who can stay fit a lot of the time, then Jota's your backup striker. But because of Jota's injury profile, we know Jayden Danns is still going to get good amount of minutes as well. That way, if Jota next not summer coming, but the following summer is ready to leave, then in theory, Jayden Danns should be able to pick up the mantle and go, Jota's gone, I'm here now. I've had that experience under my belt without the pressure. Now I get a bit more chance. So for me, that's where I sit.
That's fair. That's fair. And again, like I said, the reason I hate talking about Nunez is because everybody just seems to have this agenda against me not being allowed to have an opinion about him because I back him the most, which is why I'm so jarred of talking about him, because everyone just goes, oh, you're protecting him. Oh, you're making excuses. Can't we just grow up? Can we have a conversation without it always being about the fact that because I like him more than others, for some reason, it still means I can't just have an unbiased conversation. I try to be as unbiased as possible. I've said to you lot off camera and on camera, I've accepted he's not the player I thought he was going to be, but he's not trash. People think he's trash. Fair enough. We disagree. But let me hit you with a very realistic scenario, guys. Very realistic scenario. We let go of Nunez for whatever the price may be, 40, 50, 60 million, whatever we let him go for, and we don't replace him because it's too difficult to replace him in January, right? Luis Diaz twists his ankle. He's out for 3 weeks. Jota gets whatever horrible, weird, little random injury. He's out for 3 weeks. Jayden Danns is the only available centre forward. You want that pressure on that young guy? Is that actually a sensible idea for that to be? Because that's a very realistic scenario. It's happened to Arsenal right now. Arsenal right now have lost 3 of their 5 forwards. It's very easy for it to happen. And if that is the situation, I don't want to hear anybody who said, I don't give a shit, just sell Nunez, to have a problem with Jayden Daniels being the backup either. Because here's what's going to happen, boys. Everyone who's saying it now, just for the sake of argument, because they hate Nunez, if we sell Nunez and we don't replace him and Daniels is promoted to backup striker, they will be the same people, hypocritical, online, in the chat, moaning and bitching, Liverpool ain't ambitious, what are we doing? But pump the brakes. You said Jayden Daniels is ready. You said Jayden Daniels is good enough. So what are you complaining about? Because it will happen. I'm making an assumption, but this is an assumption based on what I've seen happen. It's an educated guess. It will happen. Nunez will go. Daniels will be promoted. We won't replace Nunez. And everybody will say, FSG type bastards, Daniels, how can that be the case? Oh, my days. That is what everyone will say. But now in the moment, because you hate Nunez, you're like, what? We're getting money for Nunez. Fuck him. Sell him. You will watch the fallout. Trust me, boys. And I know I'm not, you lot know I'm not talking to you because you lot won't react like that. But to all the people, that will be the reaction, boys. 100% that will be it will be FSG of this, FSG of that. Oh, my days. They're using Jayden Daniels from the youth team as a replacement. Typical Liverpool. Rare. Hold on, but you said Daniels is ready. What are you worried about? So we'll see in it. We'll see.
Can I just also say, I think
there is another side. Sorry, Matt. There is another side of the argument, though, Drift. And I think this is where you've got to be objective. You've looked at what the potential negative side could be. The positive side, bro, could be that we do sell Darwin, even though I don't agree with doing it. Jayden Daniels does become the guy that we expect him to be. And we're kind of laughing because we've replaced an £85 million striker for nothing.
100%. And bro, deep down in my heart, I love Jayden Daniels. And I really, not at the expense of Nunez, but I can't wait till he proves he's good enough for the first team and actually starts banging. Jayden Daniels is a brilliant player. Like, honestly, I'm so excited by the prospect of Daniels. I'm just not ready to throw someone else in the trash for it, like everyone else is. But I can't wait for Daniels to succeed. So if that happens, beautiful. But that 85 million in the bank ain't really going to go to nothing else. I'm just saying, everyone just remember that. If Jayden Daniels replaces Nunez, all we'll be doing in a year's time, even if Daniels is successful, is talking about where did that 85 mil go, plus the 100 mil we had for Caicedo. How comes you ain't bought no one? That's all we'll be doing with that.
That's another story. And
you get what I'm saying? That's all we'll be doing with that. You get what I mean? So
as I'm saying this,
let's wait and see how it plays.
As we were talking, this has happened right now. This article was done literally 10 minutes ago by Sam Maguire. It says Darwin Nunez's Liverpool career could well become to an end. The vice striker handpicked by Jurgen Klopp in 2022, a difficult season under new manager slot. Also says, let me get to the first bit area. Clubs in Saudi Arabia are interested in the 25-year-old. Al-Hilal, managed by Benfica boss Jorge Jesus, are in the market for someone to replace Neymar. Will be looking to strengthen their attack. And he played
under Jesus as well, didn't he? Benfica, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think that name rings a bell.
I think you're right.
Anfield Watch understands the Reds have turned down a verbal offer in the region of 70 million for Darwin. The Merseyside club values striker closer to the 85 million mark, as exclusively revealed earlier this week. It is thought that Liverpool will deal at 75, and the club are bullish about getting such a fee, with Mark Edwards stepping in to handle negotiations.
And do you want to know the main reason?
This was 10 minutes. This was 10 minutes ago. That's kind of mad.
The main reason why I think we would reject 70 mil, because even I can sit here and say, you take 70 mil for Nunez. You take 70 mil for Nunez right now. It's clearly not going to work as in being a first-team player. No one likes him anymore. He doesn't quite fit into the way Slot wants to play. I accept, take the 70 mil. The reason I think the club are saying no is because the club are thinking the way me and Cal are. But that leaves us short for the rest of the season. Because that is a very sensible thing to do, to not diminish your senior members.
Find a replacement, though.
In January, that's pretty impossible, though, Matt. Unless you've already had a striker you've been touting that you can just push forward 6 months, it's very impossible. Like, let's say, for example, Cal gets his way. Let's say, for example, it's
letting our owners off the hook.
You go. Sorry, say that again, bro.
I feel like we're letting our owners off the hook. Just quickly, don't forget what you're about to say. This is why I feel like letting the owners off the hook. Let's say we accept the 75, right? And you guys are right, like we're a bit short. Liverpool should be using that 75 and adding some more cash and going to get flipping the east side. There's no excuses, bro. If you want to go,
there are, bro.
All right, here what I'm gonna say. Because
that's what he's the guy I was going to talk about. But go on.
If you offer 130 for Isak, whatever it takes, whatever Newcastle are asking for, we will get him. You do? If Isak wants to go to Liverpool, hear what Matt say, Drift. If
Matt,
the
we
player wants to go to Liverpool, we will get him. But the problem is, Drift, there's a difference. We know our owners. We're not going to force it like that. This is the problem. We don't like to force issues. Remember how we operate. Everything has to be perfectly aligned, in my opinion, for these big transfers to go through. And this is why. And this is why I feel like it wouldn't happen. But what I'm saying is, if we were, say, for example, a Chelsea, for example, that are a bit more ambitious or take more of a risk, just a risk. A risk will be you get the 75 mil for Nunez and you add whatever it needs to go and get Isak. Because let's not act like you can't get big players in January. You can get big players in January.
No, I hear you, bro. But so
Arsenal got Ozil in January, if I'm not mistaken, from Real Madrid.
No, that was
that was summertime.
You sure?
Yeah,
was it Aubameyang?
Was
it Aubameyang?
It was in the
Aubameyang in January.
Aubameyang was January.
And when did they get Sanchez?
Lacazette was January.
And when they get Sanchez?
No, Lacazette was summer. Aubameyang was January.
And what about Sanchez?
Sure?
When they get him?
100%.
Sorry,
Sanchez
was summer.
I swear Ozil was January.
No. It was summer, bro.
So basically, Bell went to Real Madrid, and because Bell went to Real Madrid in the summer, Ozil left that same summer on deadline day. Aubameyang fell out of favor with Borussia Dortmund. He signed in January 2018 for Arsenal.
Okay. I thought it was Lacazette, but fair enough.
Lacazette signed in the summer because Lacazette's first game for Arsenal was the opening game of the season against Leicester City when they won 4-3, and he scored the opening goal in the game.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
And Sanchez was a summer signing because we tried to sign him in the summer, but he opted for Arsenal.
Sanchez is definitely summer. But so what I was gonna say is all of the the moons and the suns are lying, and Cal's getting his guy, and that's Isak, because I know Cal doesn't want anyone more than Isak for our striking.
Bro, so do I. I've been saying, bruv, Isak.
But I'm telling you now, Matt, and I'm making an educated assumption here, because obviously nothing any of us are saying is fact. Newcastle with Saudi owners who will never be bullied, by the way. You can't bully Saudis. That man, they're rich. That man, they're powerful. You can't bully Saudis. They would never compromise their Champions League pursuit and let Isak go now. I don't care if you give them 130. They will say no, bro.
What if Isak puts in a transfer request?
Wait until our campaign
I'm
is
just giving
over.
an example.
They are not going to derail their entire campaign, Matt.
Yeah.
Just because of money. They're rich. They don't. I know they need money to be a star, but you ain't getting Isak.
But this
now.
is me more.
Sorry, Drift, you're right. Sorry, Matt, cut you again. They're rich, Drift. You're right, but they ain't got spending riches like that. So
no, that is true. But they'll know everyone will want him still in the summer, boys. He's still
I know.
in the summer. They'll still get the money in the summer.
So I agree with both of you here. I think if you put up the money, Newcastle would accept the deal and would get the player. The problem is we won't put up that sort of money, and we won't do it in January.
Yeah.
They won't sell in. I'd almost put my house on it. They would not sell in January.
They won't,
because if we give them 130 mil for Isak, not only are you going to have to replace one of the best strikers in the league, everyone knows you've got 130 mil to spend now. So anyone they go to, they could go to Brighton for João Pedro, and instead of João Pedro costing 65 mil, Brighton are saying 100 mil.
Yep.
So
and plus, that ain't even that big of a step up, so they might not be able to.
Do you know what we're saying?
Newcastle
this now,
in a very precarious situation, boys, where they've got to get Champions League to get a caliber player to replace. Because you see the João Pedros of this world, they're not going to go Newcastle if they're in the same position as Brighton. They need to be in the Champions League to replace Isak with that money. Matt, I promise you, bro. Money does talk a lot. Newcastle are not selling Isak in January. Even if you give them what they think he's worth, bro, they're not selling him.
Do you remember when Liverpool sold all the midfielders left, and everyone knew was after midfielders, and we still got midfielders? Did we pay the price for any midfielder? Any midfielder?
Matt, you're right. Hold on, Matt, you're right. Shall I tell you why that it doesn't wash though? Hear me out.
Go on.
All of them are release clauses, pretty much.
And that.
Gravenberch wasn't a release clause.
But
he was surplus to requirements.
He was so out of favourite buying, no, bro.
McAllister and Soboslai were. Endo wasn't. We just paid what we wanted for Endo, basically.
We got fleeced.
So it doesn't count him. But the two main guys.
No. Sorry, Matt. When I say that, I'm not even saying that in a derogatory way. We got fleeced for him because they even said this. It's an offer that we can't turn down. Remember, 20 mil for us is nothing. For Stuttgart, that's massive money for them. We kind of got fleeced, but
it was
13.
But can I just All I'm
Endo
saying
was
is,
20 million euros, sorry, or something
Yeah.
like that.
I
All
think
I'm
it was
saying
30 million
is-
pounds, yeah, whatever. Yeah.
if the club know they're getting offers for Darwin Nunez from Saudi and they're big offers like 70 mil, this is where for me the club should be on the phone right now
It should
thinking,
have been Kvara, bro.
bruv, no, bruv, the club, because he's the killer. This is gonna hurt me saying this. You know, when we got offered Anthony Gordon, you know, we got offered Isak as well, when Newcastle were desperate to let go of players because they were so shook that they were going to get some
Is
serious
that
trouble.
real?
I believe it was real, but
Is that really
at
real,
least
man?
intermediaries. That's
Gordon
what
was
I believe.
definitely real. Gordon was
Yeah.
definitely
No,
real.
Gordon was real. I don't know about the Isak stuff, though.
But all
I
right,
don't
all
know.
I'm saying is this: we have to be proactive. If you feel like people are interested in Darwin Nunez, you should be scouring right now for a striker that is a bad boy, someone
No,
that
you
we
just
haven't
go
even
to
thought.
Brighton and get Pedro. That's all
He's
you've got to
He's
do,
injured
bro.
as well, but
He's
bruv,
injured.
I'll be real. Isak.
No,
over
but
Pedro.
it's not a long-term injury, though.
But he's still injured
No,
right
it's
now.
out. No. Drift.
Yeah,
ankle
no,
injury.
but he'll be fine in like a month. So bring him in.
No,
same
they
way.
said they don't know
Did
when
he
he's
break
coming
his
back.
foot?
They
Did
actually
he
said they don't
break
know when
his
he's coming
foot,
back.
man?
Oh,
Genuinely, bro.
I read that they think it'll be like 3 or 4 weeks.
No, the report I read said it's indefinite. They just don't even know when he's returning.
No, but that isn't because they think it's going to be years. Sorry, months.
No,
though.
not years, but it'll be months. They just don't know if when he's gonna return or if he returns this season. That's what I mean. But here's what I'm saying, though, Drift. I rate João Pedro, but he can't. For me personally, I know you rate João Pedro, but for me personally, bro, Isak is the guy, bro.
Bruv, I know everyone's going to think I'm absolutely mad, but I personally don't think I would be bothered either way. I rate both of them so highly, I don't care which one it is. Because I can see the way Pedro will bang at Liverpool. And I get it. He hasn't given as much of a sample size as what Isak has at a higher level. So I get it. I understand people's skepticism. But believe me when I tell you that João Pedro is an elite talent. That boy is special. So I don't mind whichever one it is. Plus, I think he'll be half the price. I actually think you can get Pedro for about 70. I think you've got to pay about 130 for Isak. So it also depends on whether you think FSG would ever put up the amount of money it would take to actually get
I mean, we
Isak.
put up 110 for Caicedo. A man can dream, right?
But Pedro's going for more than 70 mil.
I don't think he would, Cal. I think you could get Pedro for 70.
Right, how many years have you got left on that contract?
He's got 3 after this season.
Yeah,
No. But we're also talking about it is Brighton. I think sometimes a player wanting to move also helps. Like
Caicedo wanted to move, bro. Caicedo wanted to
you
move.
know what's different though? Caicedo would not. All right. Say for example, 2 other teams get involved and it becomes a bit of a bidding thing for Pedro. You're right, Cal. It might go up to 80 or 90.
But it could though, Drift. Sorry to cut you again.
It could.
Because Arsenal might look at it and go, "Raw, Pedro's available. We need a striker." Arsenal could get.
I hear
Chelsea could go, Pedro. We need a striker. Or even worse, bro. Newcastle could have sold Isak and go, João Pedro's who we go and get to replace
that.
Isak.
I
Bro,
hear that.
I reckon 80 to 90 mil could be the price for Pedro.
But I think the
this summer.
Caicedo one got to that price because of the bidding stuff. Arsenal wanted him. Chelsea wanted him. Liverpool came in. I think they knew that they had a bidding war going on. They can ask for what they want, innit? Bidding war. But I don't think that would have happened if it was only one club who wanted him.
Arsenal are out of the Caicedo stuff as soon as they signed Rice.
No,
Yeah,
but you know what I
that's
mean?
true,
In
yeah.
January, they offered 80 mil for Caicedo and they said, wait till the summer. We're not selling him in
Now
January.
you're right.
You get
But
what I mean?
remember,
So-
it was only Chelsea in for Caicedo, and from the beginning, Brighton said 105 mil.
All right,
minimum.
guys. I know I'm reaching it, but did you guys see a report earlier on today about the Premier League clubs that if they breached financial fair play, I believe it was between year 21 and year 2024, they're going to release it tomorrow. Have you guys heard about this?
Yeah, I've
No, I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie. If one of them Newcastle, this is where you strike when the iron.
Isn't it only
hot, bro.
Chelsea and Man City that are the 2 teams that are going to get in trouble?
No one
for
knows
that?
the list. There's a lot of room, but no one even knows the list. In
And
fact,
Everton will probably be on that list. As
big
well.
up LFC Shankly, yeah, because I saw this earlier on. Premier League will issue disciplinary charges tomorrow against any clubs who have broken financial rules for that period. I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe it's
I was
just a
gonna say-
smack on the wrist. We don't even know what it will be. We have no idea.
From what we know from common knowledge, it was Nottingham Forest, Everton, Chelsea, and Man City were the 4 teams that public knowledge have said have broke PSR. Right?
Oh no, not Everton again.
No, I'm talking about when it all happened in the summertime. Those are the 4 teams, right? That were in
Imagine
trouble.
Moyes has just gone back and he's got to deal with that.
But I think common knowledge in the summer was those are the 4 teams that got in
Right.
trouble.
Jamrock
Right?
said,
Jamrock.
Jamrock said Everton, Newcastle, Nottingham Forest, and Chelsea.
Oh, Newcastle are on the list. I
Bruv,
didn't know
they're on the list,
Newcastle
but
was on
again,
the
we don't know what the if the punishment. I mean, I don't even know what the punishment will be. We don't know.
Okay, I didn't know. I think Jamie's talking about this Nunez stuff.
Big up to Jamie,
I
by
think,
the way.
I
Yeah,
think
he's talking about Darwin.
the
Yeah,
Nunez
yeah, yeah.
stuff, yeah.
Big up my brethren Pounce in the building as well. He says
Hey,
he
big up
reckons
Pounce.
United is one of them as well.
Oh,
What,
I'd be
that are in
surprised at
trouble
that.
for PSR? Nah, Man United got so much money. It can't
Pounce,
be.
I'm
Man
not
United.
letting you crash this stage. Not tonight.
Pounce, that's a call in Pounce. We're gonna speak.
Yeah,
now,
well,
bro.
yeah,
We're gonna
yeah,
speak.
yeah, yeah.
No,
yeah.
no,
Or
Man
another
United
show,
have got
Pounce.
too much money for them to have got into that. Surely not.
Come on, my killer, you'll mash up the whole thing. Pounce, you know.
Surely not.
I'd be surprised
Big up
if
Pounce,
United
my brother.
included there.
Yeah, United make so much money. I'll be really shocked if United are in that list. 100%.
Yeah, but do you know what? He could be right. Again, no one knows the list, you know. Not many journalists, there's speculation.
No, but here's one thing though, Matt. Here's the beauty of our owners, even though we hate them, we know we ain't on that list.
Yeah,
you know one of
bro.
them ones? Ain't this one of the only times? You know what
Yeah,
this is
yeah,
like?
yeah,
This
yeah.
is like being a faithful guy like us three are, and then all your girls are like there's like 20 of us in the room, and all the girls are like, "Rah, there's a new rule. Every man's got to pass over his phone." We'll be like, "Yeah, then."
Yeah, but
And
take it. There you go.
But you see a couple man start sweating, bro. Do you know them ones like?
You'll be like,
"Rah,"
oh, do you know what? Yeah, True said my battery's kind of low still. Man, let me
see
go
man
find
just-
the charger.
You see, man, just
It's at
dash the phone
home.
on the concrete.
In it. Oh, look,
Yeah,
my
bro.
phone dropped.
One of them has like
No.
this over the sick. What? Oh my days! Oh, my phone's wet. Oh, but at the end of the day, we
Yeah.
know that's one thing about FSG we have to keep calm about, right?
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
though we don't like some of the things they do, we ain't part of this problem.
Big up
We know
Jamrock,
we ain't got to
so
worry about no PSR, no none of that shit. So at
he
least
says
we
he
got
says
that.
it's not how much money United make, it's how much they lost, and they have accumulated over a 3-year cycle.
No,
It's how
no,
much
I
money
hear
you
that.
lost.
I
Yeah,
hear
yeah,
that,
yeah.
Jamrock. I hear that. But
So,
they do have an
money.
exorbitant amount of income. So I would still be shocked.
No,
If
but it's
they
more,
are
but it's not the
actually
income.
But they've
that's-
made
it's
huge
not-
losses,
it's
I
not
believe,
profit
Man
and
United.
loss,
Don't
yeah, it's
remember,
just
they make
loss.
losses nearly every year, bro. I mean,
Yeah, it's
most
just
teams
loss.
do, but it's how much within the
No,
margin.
I
I'm
hear
guessing.
you. I hear you. I hear you. But we've got to be honest though. Them man, they make like what 700-800 mil a season. I'll still be shocked if they're in PSR.
No, because
problems.
it's not the amount they make. So Drift is basically like if I was to say to you, me, you, and Matt are in a situation, and whoever's lost the most amount of money is going to be the one who's punished. Matt could make 500 pounds and lose 100. You could make 600 pounds and lose 150. I could make 300 pounds but lose 200. I'm the one getting punished because I've lost the most amount of money. It's not about
Yeah.
No,
how
I
much
hear
you're
you.
winning,
I
it's
hear you.
just literally how much you've lost.
I hear you. I just thought I thought they'd sorted out like some of the players and their wage bill and
They've been
stuff like that.
hemorrhaging money, bro.
I know, but I thought it was only because they made so much why they could hemorrhage it, not because they were hemorrhaging past what they were capable of, if that makes sense. But nah, look, it is what it is, man.
This is what
I'll
Pants
be-
is saying. He says that's why Kobe and Rash.
No, but I heard that
Garnacho are
I
available.
heard that rumors though. Big up to what's your boy's name?
Pounds.
Pound.
Yeah.
Big up Pounds. I've heard Pounds that it is only Rashford who's actually available, and the other two's rumors, and it isn't true. I've heard that.
No,
Kobe
but
and
there were
Garnacho aren't for
reports. There
sale, and
were
it's only
reports
Rashford.
from a creditable journalist not saying that they're definitely up for sale, but they're not untouchable. Whereas before they were. So, I'll give you an example. If Chelsea, say for example, offered 70 mil a year ago, Man United would have said, "Are you dumb? We're just not selling him. He's not in the market." Whereas now, apparently, they would actually entertain it. However true that is, I don't know.
Okay,
what
I
I
heard
mean?
that. I heard that it was just rumors with all that stuff, but fair enough.
Boy, we will see. Let's wait till tomorrow to find out
But
exactly.
the Darwin stuff is kind of mad though, because the fact that we
It
were
is.
talking about it and it just broke is weird, bro.
Yeah,
If we're about to change topics, could I just quickly for 2 seconds weigh in on the Kimmich stuff, because I could hear you lot talking about it, but obviously I didn't get to jump in on it.
yeah, go on.
Yeah.
I think it would be a bad idea at right back for the reasons why you said, Matt, where you think it might be a little bit of a struggle.
I was going to say, don't tell Couch this, but
athletically
yeah.
for him to just come in at 30 years old and try and deal with the league. But are we missing the trick, which is something I'm surprised you lot never touched on? Is his versatility in midfield as well as right back and possibly centre back not
centre
why
back.
we might look at it?
Not centre back, Drift. Not centre back.
No, but Kimmich can play centre back the way Endo can. It's not ideal, but it's possible. And I'm talking about at a stretch. So I know it's right back in midfield. I'm talking at a
Drift.
stretch.
Don't take this the wrong way, yeah? You sound like a Klopp disciple.
No, because I was going to
You know the reason I'm saying that?
If I
Because
saw
even
Kimmich
though
line up
what
at
you're
centre-back,
saying
no,
is
still
spot
can't
on, I always used to think Klopp always used to think about versatility. That's not a bad thing, by the way. But I feel like we need a specialist right back more than a right back that can.
No, but this is the point I was going to get.
You don't think we need a specialist in the right back?
But this is the point I was getting at. What if we're not buying him for right back? What if we're buying him for midfield, but the fact he can play right back is the bonus? What if we would be buying him to be in the pivot? Because I'll be honest with you, lot. Kimmich in a pivot in his heyday at Bayern Munich was what it was. He was special. What if for free, it's an opportunistic signing to have cover? So here's what will happen. And I don't want this to happen because I love Wataru. What if we buy a DM and we get Kimmich for free? Wataru's moved on and then we've improved and bolstered up. So Kimmich replaces Wataru and the level does go up. As much as I love Endo, the level goes up. Kimmich is better than Endo. Then we still buy a Zubimendi, Baliba, whoever it is. And then our midfield four becomes whoever we buy, Kimmich for free, and then McAllister and Gravenberch. I'll be honest, if you make that person we buy Zubimendi or Baliba or one of a player of that talent, as much as I don't want Wataru to go anywhere, if he's replaced with Kimmich in midfield,
it
gets very special in midfield. Zubimendi, Kimmich,
that's not
Gravenberch and McAllister. I can already see the table rising. Cal, move back is dangerous.
I'll tell you why it's not.
If that was the options in midfield, boy.
If we get Kimmich, we ain't getting another midfielder.
Why not though?
Because we'd have 5 on the books.
But Kimmich, but I think Kimmich would be.
But he's saying Kimmich is a right back, but he can play midfield.
How much? I mean, say we get 10 mil for Endo from a West Ham.
What do you think salary demands for Kimmich are going to be, boys?
But that 10 mil we get for Endo will supplement what we would. So say Kimmich.
You mean like the wages we saved on Matip and Thiago supplementing Salah, Virgil, and Trent? Yeah. I swear to God, sometimes you lot sit there and say the obvious, which ain't obvious for FSG. Like, how many years we got to do this? On the real,
but all I'm saying is, guys, can you see the method to the madness that I'm saying, though? Can you see the method?
You don't have to sell this idea to me, Drift. Sell it to them while they're there. Sell it to your boys who you're on the transfer.
Tell them, bro. Speak to them.
All I'm saying is, guys, you get Wataru offered a wage bill on about 60 grand a week or whatever it is, plus you get 10 mil for him. And then you use that money you got for Endo to give Kimmich, say, 320 a week. But he's a free signing.
Well, that's a lot of wages for Kimmich.
It is a lot, but
that's a lot of wages.
No, it is a lot. It is a lot.
Man sounded like Richard Hughes now.
Hold on, let me check how much Kimmich
that's a lot of wages, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Even I'm starting to count the pennies, bro. Can we afford that? All jokes aside, do you think we could get Kimmich?
Afford it? We just won't do it.
No, what I mean is, sorry, let me rephrase it.
All right, right now he's on 300 grand a week at Bayern, so we have to be realistic. He's gonna want 300 grand at Liverpool.
How much he's on at Bayern? Sorry,
we are not doing that. Even big bad Thiago only got 200.
No. To be fair, Thiago took a pay cut to go Liverpool. It wasn't a lot. It's only about 20 grand.
Maybe Kimmich would do that. Maybe Kimmich would. Do
you think we could get Kimmich on 250?
God, what's he taking?
275?
I'll be honest with you. For him to be 30 years old and still play at the highest level, he might take 220. He might take 220.
He might take the Thiago wage.
No, he might take 220.
Smoking. He's gonna lose out on 100k a week.
But his other option might be a club that isn't. No. But Cal, here's what you got to remember, Cal.
He's gonna.
I'm with Drift, bro. Don't try to do that. I'm with Drift,
guys. Other than Real Madrid and Man City, nobody else will give him more than 300 grand a week.
He'll stay at Bayern, bro.
No, but apparently he wants a new challenge.
No, he doesn't, bro. He just
no. Carl apparently does want a new challenge.
No, apparently he wants a new challenge, bro.
Guys, I'm gonna ask you again. If you went to a new job and they told you we're going to take 33% of your salary, but we want you to come here, what would you say?
If I was working for Apple and Google were willing to offer me 30% of a pay cut, so I'm still at a job that's like a very similar level, but my other option is like Royal Mail, but I'm going to get paid the same amount, I'm taking a pay cut to go Google, bro.
You can stay at Apple, though.
Yeah, but what if I've just exhausted or I just don't
Imagine
like it
Apple's
there anymore?
dead now or something, innit?
Yeah,
Like,
what if I
you
just don't like it
You
there
want a new
anymore,
challenge, bro. You're not
I
feeling it
can't
no more.
believe we're doing this on a Monday night, boys. Do better, man. You man not taking 33% less of your salary.
But
I
Thiago
would if
took a
it
pay
meant I
cut.
was at a great company. Yeah, I would.
Thiago took
No,
a
you
pay cut
wouldn't.
though.
You know
All
what you
jokes
say,
aside.
Drift? You say, I'm coming to Google and you wanna give me less
But bro,
salary.
Thiago went from 260 to 200 to come to Liverpool though.
That's 60k. We're talking about 100k.
Yeah, but who said it has to be 100k though?
Yeah.
Why can't it?
That's
He
what
take
It'll be
240?
80, Cal. If we give him 220 and he's on 300, it'll be 80k.
He's on
No, so why
310
can't we give him
at
240 though? 240, 230, all right,
Yeah,
maybe
all right. Give him
220.
240 then.
Like
Oh, you reckon we give him 240? Yeah.
we gave Thiago. Do you know what?
As a
I'm
free
a-
signing, Cal. As a free signing, yeah.
we
How
gave
much is Virgil
Thiago.
on? How much is
Virgil's on 200. You know, Thiago was on 220. Thiago was on more than Virgil. Yes.
Other way round.
No.
How much you want
No.
to bet on it, Matt?
Whatever you in a bet. Go check it right now. Thiago was on more than Virgil.
No,
If we're
I
gonna be
think
specific,
Cal's right. I
No,
think
Thiago was on more than
198.
Virgil.
Thiago was on 193. Virgil's on
No,
220.
Thiago was on 220, bro.
No, Matt. I think Thiago was on 198.
Chat,
I
do
think-
your
I
best
think
work
Cal's
and
right.
find
I
out
think
right now.
Cal's
Thiago
right.
was on at 220. In fact, I'll go check it right now.
I'm checking it.
I think Cal's right. I think Thiago was on
No,
198.
Thiago was on 220. I'm telling you, bro.
200. He was on 200.
No, it was on. Even people say Matt's right. Are you mad? Thiago was on 220,
He
bro.
was not on 220, bro. He was
Yes,
on
he
200.
was, bro.
Virgil's on 220.
People
He
are
was
saying
on
Matt's
220.
right. No, brother.
Google it, Matt.
Thiago was on 220, bro.
Google it, Matt.
Holy bug grabber. Holy bug grabber.
I might have made a mistake. He might be on 200.
Anyway, the point remains though, Cal. We are living
bad.
in an ideal world, but
My
what if
bad.
Kimmich? All right, so Cal, let me ask
Somebody
you
said
this.
die on that hill, you know, bro.
Let's say Kimmich is
Hold on.
looking at his options on June the 1st, Cal, right? And I'm going to give you very realistic options. PSG are willing to give him 300.
Guys,
Juventus
sorry to
are
cut you.
offering 300.
Sorry. I didn't realize I saw this. Wait there a second. When Thiago signed in 2021, he was on 200,000 a week. When he was in with the next year, it went to 225 and then 225. In the last year, it dropped to 200.
What?
So he went up and then back down again.
Yeah, I'm being dead for real on salary sport. Because sometimes as well, wait there, your salary can change. I'm being dead for real. This is not me
No, I know
capping,
they
buddy.
But it doesn't normally go down.
It doesn't.
goes
Never-
up.
yeah,
Bruv, he started chat. Tell me I'm lying. If you haven't seen this, it's on Salary Sport, and I'm gonna check another source just to make sure. Give me 1 second, chat. Because I'm telling you, I saw 220.
Guys, I said this on a members video that I'm releasing tomorrow. A little spoiler alert.
Oh, someone said it's 200.
Do you think there's a chance? And I'm just asking here, I'm not trying to preempt anything. Do you think there's a chance that Liverpool are waiting for Napoli and PSG to agree an actual fee and then make a move when they know what the actual fee that Napoli will accept is, rather than going in now for a bidding war when they don't know what they'd actually accept?
Nah, because
Nobody tell me it's a real life a fuckery.
Drift's evil, you know. Drift, you're an evil guy, bro.
Oh my days.
You're an evil guy.
Cal fell for it again, you know. Oh, boy.
Bro,
No, I'm just asking, man. I'm just asking.
Fabrizio tweeted, Paris Saint-Germain have reached a verbal agreement in principle with Kraver. Deal in place for 70 million euros plus add-ons after story revealed here last week. 5-year deal for Kraver, final approval from the owners, and then here we go. So unless Liverpool now are going to call up PSG and go, we're going to, not PSG, Napoli said we're going to match the fee, and then we got to try and convince Kraver. PSG have agreed terms with him from last week. We didn't even try and agree terms. Remember, people forget what we do. We monitor. Every journalist said the same thing. We were monitoring the situation. But some journalists went a bit too far and said Liverpool are monitoring, and if the opportunity arises, they will be ready. Well, I'm sorry. They should have stopped up monitoring.
Matt,
because that's what's
you know
happened.
what, Matt? Do you know what pisses me off more than anything?
I've got better sources than some of these journalists. I'm not
Do
even
you
gonna
know?
front.
Do you know what monitoring means?
Some content creators went too far as well. So
Big up the journalists, though. I ain't got.
Do you
love for all
actually
of
know
them.
what monitoring means? I'm monitoring the stock market. So fucking what?
Yeah.
I hate that. That phrase gets me more angry than anything because you know what that is? That is a football equivalent of being a window shopper. And there's nothing more dumb than going shopping with no money. Like, what are we doing here?
Man of me, I don't know why.
No, I'm not going to lie, Cal. I didn't realize how you started that video. As a fellow brother, you did the nephews dirty, bro. That was unacceptable. And I was so close to calling wifey because you should be on the sofa for a couple of nights for that, bro. That was diabolical. He brought the youngsters in. Matt, have you seen it?
Oh, of course I was. Yeah,
he
of course I
dragged
saw.
the young
saw the whole
bucks
thing.
into it, bro. Talk about trauma. I thought we were trying to break the
No.
curse,
But
bro.
nephews are okay. They can walk away from the problem. Cal will always be here. They can go nursery and
Can
chill
they
out,
walk
bro.
away?
Yeah, they can chill out nursery. Have a.
I know
they
they've
can,
asked
they
Dad
can
who
have the
covered failure
box. You know the
receipts
box.
that
You know the
day.
lunchbox apple
How
juice.
did you explain it, Cal?
You know the lunchbox apple juice. They can chill with that, with the crisps and that. Cal's got to be here on every stream going, Crava! Say it again. Crava! Tiscalia. How'd you say it, guys? Crava! Cal.
I'm not even gonna lie, bro. That's borderline in abuse, man. The poor
nephews,
thing,
they're
man.
blessed, man. They're nephews are out of this. They're out of this. This is on you, Cal.
yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, this one's got me in a head scratch still.
Big up Monts, even Monts, because Monts. But the thing is, with Monts, I know Monts. Monts was like, I'm ready to get hurt again. Like I don't care. It's like I'm ready to get hurt.
I know these men are like two peas in a pod with this shit.
Do you know what it is? At some point,
They don't learn their lesson, bro.
No, but
how many times you got to touch the fire to learn it burns you, brother?
Yeah, but one day you might wake up with chilblains and you can't feel nothing. Maybe they thought it was going to be that day, bro.
Yeah, these men coming out the cold and just put their hand on the radiator, bang, bro. What are you doing, bro?
I'll be honest though, even with the Crabber thing, for Ornstein to tweet that, I'll be honest, even I thought, you know what, we've actually got a good chance. Because Ornstein, again, I don't want to discredit Ornstein because Ornstein does have sources or whatever. He does. We can't say he doesn't because he was one of the first people, if I'm not mistaken, to even reveal the Diaz story back in the day. I'll never forget that one. And he done that one early at like 6 o'clock in the morning. So he does have sources. The problem is though, is that I know people say, oh, it's PR, but Drift, like you said, how is it good PR by telling one of the biggest journalists in the world to go and tell a story that we could be after a top player for us to just sit there and go, actually, no, we'll just leave it. How is that good PR, bro?
Oh, it's terrible PR, bro. But this is what happens.
That's what I'm saying.
Right? Like, rich people don't have any kind of what's the word where you like have something in common? Relatability.
What's that?
Rich people don't have any relatability to poor people.
Oh yeah, okay, got you. Yeah.
So our owners think that it looks good to pretend you want to spend money when you have it, but they're forgetting that we're regular people. It don't look good to us. It doesn't look good to it. Looks like fronting. It looks like faking it till you make it. Do you know what I mean? It's not. Right now, I think that FSG don't realize that to us, it looks like faking it till you make it. Keep pretending you're going to make offers. Keep acting like you're looking at people, monitoring every blood clot situation from here to the moon.
That's all I hear.
But what are you actually going to do about it? I don't care if you're monitoring it.
Yeah, for real.
Do you know what I mean? I heard ASAP Rocky and Rihanna are breaking up. I'm monitoring the situation. Don't mean I can fucking get Rihanna.
No, I hear it, bro. But here's my thing as well.
Monitoring anything. Who are we? Lizards. Because that's the only monitoring that we're close to, bro. We're some idiots, bruv. I can't take this shit no more, bruv. I would rather we just didn't get linked
from
with
afar.
anybody. I would rather we just didn't get linked with anybody. Just don't link us with anyone. Don't put nothing in the papers. All right, we won't have nothing to talk about, but at least we won't fucking embarrass ourselves believing that we could possibly get players that we know for a fucking fact we can't.
Shall I tell you who we've actually got? Do I tell you something?
Yeah.
Do you know who actually deserves an apology for this one? Believe it or not, it's actually flipping Fabrizio. Everyone always says Fabrizio don't know, but Fabrizio didn't once mention Liverpool the whole time, Craver. But Fabrizio gets a lot of hate for Liverpool stuff, but he didn't once mention Craver. So I don't know, Cal, if you want to speak about that, because I know you was quite vocal about Fabrizio. Usually, I don't know.
I spoke to the members about the cover stuff. I can't.
Okay. But yeah, it's one of them things, isn't it?
I'm broken. I don't think that. Shall I tell you what it is? Each time I lose out on the target, it gets more and more painful.
That should be laughable.
Nah, it must just be easy at this point.
No,
it can't be. It must get worse.
No, you lot know how much I wanted cover at Liverpool.
When was the last time Cal wanted it? Like Cal said, like this is the player that I really want us to get, and we actually got them.
Do you remember the voice note that he left?
Bro,
I'm gonna paraphrase the voice note. I'm gonna paraphrase the voice note. Cal said, "Fuck you lot, I'm going live."
Yeah,
that was it. And he was live before any of us even heard the voice note.
Bro, man couldn't wait. Here's the thing. Cal was spoken at length about Kvaratskhelia, innit? Like he's rated him from day. So for us even to be loosely linked with him, I understand like the excitement of thinking, oh my days, wait a minute, we've got a chance to get a player that I thought would never be like ever get ever. But this is Liverpool, man. You should expect the unexpected, innit? Or expect the expected, and that's that we ain't gonna do nothing. We just sit there and watch.
No, guys, I'm not gonna play. I'm not gonna bait him up like that. Jesus.
No, don't
play the voice note. You know,
I don't
think play the voice note.
We can play the voice note still.
No, it's still there. I'm just not gonna play.
No, I don't think it's YouTube.
I'd never bait it out like that. But I'm paraphrasing as much as you need to know, guys. he just said, "Fuck you, man. I'm going live." I think there was something in there like nobody could stop me, something like that. It was reckless.
Something like that.
It was reckless.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
reckless.
All I'm gonna say is this: with a lot of signings, this is what happens.
Years from now, they're going to ask us, where were you when they took over the planet? We're going to say, we just stood by and watched.
That's us in the transfer market.
That's exactly how I feel, you know. That's exactly how I feel.
That is, it is accurate. Like
when you got them big signings, like we just stood by and watched.
I'm not gonna lie. The biggest L Liverpool have ever taken is Kvaratskhelia to PSG. That's the biggest L.
No, it's Caicedo, bro.
Yeah, it's Caicedo.
No, because Chelsea are about that life.
No, shall I tell you why? I'll tell you why it's worse. I'll tell you why it's worse.
I don't think that's
because
worse.
we agreed a fee. Remember, Brighton said you've won the auction.
It was a fire sale.
Drift. Brighton said we won the auction. We won the auction, so theoretically it should be done. Chelsea said, "Sit tight, don't worry."
No. This can't be true. This can't be true. This can't be true. Surely not. Nah.
If Shirky's going Atalanta, it's because we haven't showed any interest.
No,
I don't think we was in for him.
F that. If we
could have
no
been in for him, bro.
way. That can't be true. That can't be true. I'm crashing out if that happens. I'm done. I'm done with this BS if that happens. No way.
He's definitely not coming Liverpool though, Cal, because we're halfway through the month. We would have done that by now.
Nah, surely not, man.
Oh no.
Well, Jordan in the chat just said either Atlanta or Man United.
Nah. This stinks.
The Nunez thing is picking up pace, by the way. This is from James William. He said reports are emerging of Liverpool turning down the 7 million bid from Al-Hilal. I understand Liverpool higher ups are willing to hold out until they reach the asking price of 80.
So do you think this is one of them ones where because they're super billionaires, we're like, come on, man, stop being tight, give us what we want? you think that's what it is? Because say, for
100%.
example, Matt,
Because where they can afford it. Yeah.
like
Agreed.
Matt, say for example, you had say you were selling little man's bike because he graduated to a bigger bike, so he was selling his old bike, right?
Yeah.
And somebody wanted to buy it for £100, but the bike was worth 200. If they were rich, you might be like, come on, man, just give me 130. Like, I want 130. It's a £200 bike. But if it was somebody who you knew £100 is a lot, you'd probably just be like, go on then. Do you think it's one of them kind of scenarios?
I think it is one of them things, personally.
Yeah.
I think it is. I think Liverpool know Saudi have the money to match. Here's the thing. They paid, how much did they pay for Fabinho? Was it 40?
40.
I don't think anyone in Europe matches that personally at that time, because obviously the season he came off.
They wouldn't.
You got to think about how much they paid for even players like Diaby and stuff, like the good players, but they will pay. They will just remember, money's not object for them. Money's not object. When you're actually the selling club will literally just say, here's the price that we want. As long as it's not dumb, they will just say, all right, cool.
Because their league doesn't have PSR and all that as well. For real, when you've actually got the money, you probably just end up paying whatever they ask, don't you? Because if you want that asset, like when you're a trillionaire or whatever some of these people are, for real, you just go, all right, F it. It is what it is. If you want that extra, I'll pay that.
All right. The more we're speaking about it, the more, all right, I'm starting to think about it now, yeah?
Liverpool's got a cheek, though. I'll be honest. We have got a cheek.
No, we have. But at the same time, if they can afford it, we can afford it. Here's what I'm going to say, though. I don't want to see us take money for Nunez and we don't do nothing. That's my worst fear. And I can see that actually happening.
But Matt, that was what we was talking about half an hour ago.
I know, but I'm starting to think about it more and more. But here's what I'm saying. I'm still 50-50 on it, but I'm starting to maybe lean towards what you man are saying. If you're going to sell him and get the money, do something. Don't sell him and get the money and don't do nothing. Now, it could still work, because I'm thinking of the worst case scenario that Jadon Danns don't do nothing. Man. Do you know what I mean? What's this? Liverpool is lurking in it.
No. What Pimp said about Cal?
What Pimp said?
Hold on.
What did Pimp say? I
wouldn't even be mad at it at this point.
Oh man. All right, let me ask you a little quick question. This is all assumptions. This is just for the sake of conversation. Big up the chat. Make sure you smash the like button, guys. What if we had a target of... I'm going to use a guy I want, Pedro. And we knew it was going to cost us 75 million in the summer. So we're just going to wait until the summer to get that done. But...
Hold on, say that again.
Pedro. Say Liverpool knew they could get João Pedro for 75 million in the summer, so they were just going to wait until the summer. That's why they're rejecting the offer for Nunez, because they're like, no, we don't want him. We don't want to sell him, so because we need him until the summer. In the summer, we're going to go and get João Pedro for 75 million. If you come back in the summer with 70 mil, we'll sell him, but just not right now. But if they offer 85 mil, we change our tune and go, ooh, let's grab somebody now because we've got this money. Fuck it. We're getting more money than we wanted to get. Let's grab somebody now that isn't Pedro. Let's change what we're going to do. Let's get Osimhen's release clause. We might as well. Like, we're getting so much money for Nunez. We might as well just let Nunez go and let's just buy somebody now different from the summertime. Let's not wait on who we actually wanted. Now, forget whether you wanted Pedro or not. Pedro been scouted. He was seen as the guy who was the perfect fit for what Slot wanted. Would you be okay with Nunez going and us changing our whole philosophy because we got what the value was of Nunez? Or would you prefer we held out and got who we actually want that would more suit the way we want to play?
Osimhen's going Chelsea.
No, I'm not even. I'm just using that as an example more for the.
I want to get a player.
Did the spontaneous thing now just to replace Nunez, or would you rather we did the strategic thing and got who we really?
I would give you a prime example. I would rather, if I knew Liverpool were definitely going to get Isak, to say definitely, I'd rather wait till the summer to get Isak rather than bring in, say, someone who they think might work, but they're not sure. Whoever that person is, we don't know who that person is. I'm just giving you an example. Whether it was, but let's say the guarantee was like someone who we know is going to bang in the summer, you wait till the summer. Because if there's one thing I've learned in football is don't try and do the stopgap thing too much because at some point you need to stop that gap long term.
No, but what if it wasn't a stopgap? Because someone like Osimhen or Duran wouldn't be a stopgap. They're a quality player.
I
It would be
rate
a
Duran.
change of tactic.
I've rated Duran.
It would be a last minute change of tactic.
But I still want
rather
Isak,
than a
bro.
stopgap.
I rate Duran, but I still want if someone said to me, Duran in January or Isak in the summer, I'm saying Isak in the summer. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. Me personally.
Fair enough. Cal, what about you?
I don't care, bro. I genuinely don't care now.
People are saying to put you alone and like sell and things like that. But
Does it matter? Does my opinion does my opinion actually matter?
So do you know why I asked that, guys? Because there's always an underlying reason I ask. Everybody thinks that Nunez can't help win anything, which is, in my opinion, is rubbish, but fair enough. While we have the opportunity to win the league, if bringing in a Duran or an Osimhen now guaranteed the league, would you be willing to do that to make sure we get over the line now? Or would you prefer to look at the future?
Sorry, just quickly. I never used to believe this stuff with Cal, but this is a very valid point. You and Cal said you wouldn't sell him in January. Now all of a sudden the higher ups are getting involved to sell him. Bro, I don't know what to say anymore.
I'm not gonna lie, that might be true. But no, so guys, say that again, bro. So the reason why I asked you that was based on the premise that everybody just wants what you can achieve now because no one knows what you can achieve in the future. So based on the premises that everybody believes that Nunez isn't good enough to help us win the league, but an Osimhen or a Duran would be, would you be willing to do it to guarantee winning the league, even though it scuffers future plans for a player that have probably been better, but you're just guaranteeing you get this league done now because it's all about now rather than thinking about the future? So if John Duran, if I could tell you, I can go in the future and I can tell you John Duran is going to score 18 goals in all competitions between now and the end of the year, and we're going to definitely win the league. But that means you don't get Isak, who is the one that would probably be more beneficial long term. Would you do it?
Yeah, because past this season, if Trent, Salah, and Virgil are going, we ain't winning another Prem for a while. So yeah.
After that last super chat, I'm going the opposite from Carl. I would do the opposite.
No, Matt, be honest.
No, I'm doing the opposite.
Are you trying to reverse my judges? I'm
doing the opposite, bro. This is the only way we can suss this crap out. No, I'm joking. What would I? No, all jokes aside, I probably, because we've only got one Prem in 30 years. I think I'll be lying if I said.
So you take 80 mil for Nunez and buy Duran rather than.
I would. If you told me Duran was going to win us the league definitively, I'm taking it. Because
no, I'm just saying that we will win the league and he'll score 18 goals.
Because here's the thing: as much as I even rate Isak and I think Isak is an absolute baller, who's to say that Isak signs for us and like he just doesn't hit the heights of Newcastle or he has injury problems? I don't know. Just give you an example. You don't know. This is football. No one knows what happens in football. You can't predict. But if you're talking about a guarantee, I want the Prem. I'm so sick and tired of people telling us about how our Prem doesn't count because of all this the nonsense because it is during the pandemic. Like, and in my opinion,
to that crap, bro.
No. But it's like for me, it's the reverse because we actually won a title when the world was standing still. That's for me, it's even harder mentally.
Isn't it remarkable how that same metric doesn't count for the only trophy Arteta's ever won?
Yeah, I know.
Funny that, isn't it?
No, I know. But I'm just saying, like, so for me, I want the Prem. I just want that Prem to solidify. Even
so you would take Duran now rather than wait for Isak in the summer.
Yeah, I would. I think.
How are you the same? Would you take Duran now to guarantee the Prem?
I don't even know, Drift. I gotta be real with you, bro.
It's Isak in the summer with no guarantee of Prem, or Duran in January and a guarantee of Prem. Which one would you take?
We ain't getting Isak. We ain't getting him.
No, I think it might be possible in the summer.
How?
If we got 80 mil for Nunez from the Saudis, I think we could possibly go for Isak because we'd have a big amount of money to supplement.
Brother, we've still got to start centre back, centre midfield, and potentially replace Trent, Virgil, and Salah.
But we would have got 80 mil for Nunez, though.
Brother, we ain't spending 130 in one player. Edwards is back now, bro. We don't do that.
All right.
The sweet spot is 60, between 40 and 60 mil for Edwards. That's the sweet spot.
No, I agree with you, but I'm really shocked that you're just
doing
fully.
it.
Can
I
I
thought
say
Edwards was
this?
the
We
I
got
will
more
say
chance
this.
of signing Benjamin Sesko. We ain't getting Isak. Ain't
If
happening.
we ever put in a world record bid for Isak in January, Cal, I'm not gonna lie to you. Me and Drift are making an executive decision. We need to speak about your future because we can't have you saying things and the club do
No,
not.
Matt, we're changing
being real.
passwords, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real with you guys. If we put in a bid for Isak, I wouldn't even go live. You know.
No, yes, you would.
You would go
I
live.
know.
And then you know what
Naked.
happened? The deal would fall through because Isak would reject the move because his love for Newcastle.
Shall I tell you what we'd have to do? We'd all have to go live. I'd be on here,
And
but
that
I
was
can't
See?
speak.
Oh,
I just wouldn't be
see,
allowed
I
to
thought
speak.
we were losing you for a minute.
Cal would be dancing in his boxer
wouldn't
shorts and we'd
speak.
hear him.
I'd
Isak failed a
be on the
medical.
stream. I wouldn't speak.
Breaking news. Cal's there winding up. Breaking news. Isak failed medical. We'd be like, oh my days. It'll be crazy. It would
Nah,
actually
all
be
jokes
crazy.
aside, I think if we're being honest,
Man, we could have sold Nunez, got cover, and made a profit.
I know, bro.
No,
I know.
you don't, bro. I'm livid. I've had enough. I want them gone tomorrow. I've had enough.
Do you want a visual representation of Cal's feelings at the moment?
Done with them. I've had enough. When's it gonna stop?
Oh no, where is it?
Really? When's it gonna stop?
Oh no,
Edwards can get involved in selling players, but can't get involved with renewing contracts and buying players. Get them gone. I want it gone, man. I want it gone.
Oh no, where the
Enough's
fuck
enough.
is that clip going?
Nah, I hear it, fam. I hear it.
Enough's
They
enough. man.
need to go from long time, to be honest with you, from long time. But you're right. This whole Kvaratskhelia thing really confuses me. The fact of
He's right. 57 mil.
I know, bro.
No, man. 57 mil.
It's mad. I don't know. We'll just let him to go to PSG.
But we're on our
No.
knees wiping our mouth for Anthony Gordon. Nah, miss me out, man. Miss me out. Miss me.
You're gonna upset me and you're gonna blow up your bumbuckler, pussy. And you're alone, you're gonna dead, you know. Somebody else up there, so I'm gonna dead to pussy. You're gonna upset me and you're gonna come flush out to the face for you.
I hear it, Cal. I hear it still.
I'm
Last
sorry.
topic.
That's the most diabolical sentence any YouTuber has ever said. Man said we're on our knees wiping our mouth for Anthony Gordon. That is diabolical.
I'm not gonna lie. That should have been a pause 300.
Were we not,
that
though?
is
Were we not? Were we not? We offered Joe Gomez. We were chasing him all summer. This, that, and the other for Anthony
I'm not
Gordon.
gonna
What
lie.
time is it?
I'm glad I didn't even react.
Miss me out, man. Miss me out. Semenyo has now been linked with Liverpool, and Ben Doak could be going the other way. What's your thoughts, guys?
I'm still trying to get over that statement.
I'm not gonna lie. That statement is that might be the wildest statement.
No, that's the wildest statement ever. That is the wildest statement ever. Cal is Rex.
All right, I can tell Carl's vet. All right, in terms of Semenyo, for me, all right, I don't think he's good, but I don't think he's the player that we should be looking at personally. For me personally, man.
Semenyo is a perfect squad building player. He's not a first team player.
Bro.
He's really good, you know, Matt. Semenyo's really good.
Do you know what it is for me, bro? There's times when he looks good and there's times when he looks clumsy. It's hard to explain.
He's young.
Does that make sense? I don't want Semenyo.
He's 23, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on.
He's
let me check
powerful, but he don't. Like, he's not Rodrigo. Like, he's not them levels there. Like,
Oh, no, he's
not,
a little bit older than I thought he was. He just turned 25. Okay.
Yeah, see.
Literally just turned 25, so he's a little bit older.
Is he
than
the
I
same
thought
age
he
as
was.
Gakpo then? Is Gakpo 25? I think Gakpo.
His birthday was the other day. He literally turned 25 a week ago.
Like, Semenyo is a powerful runner on his day. But I don't know. He doesn't. Kyle, what's your phrase? He's not a needle mover, so to speak.
Yeah, he doesn't move.
For me, anyway.
Yeah, he doesn't move.
Yeah.
But I think he's a brilliant squad player.
Don't need squad players.
No, I
feel like
know.
we need to try to improve
I
the
know.
first 11, and then the person who you've just that person who's currently in first position. Or the
I
first
would take
choice
I
would
would take
go a step
Semenyo
down.
as Salah cover.
What would you?
Yeah.
I'd rather Chiesa right now.
Nah, Kiesa's availability doesn't make sense.
Nah, I saw inside training. He's all right, bro. He's all right.
Remember what Thiago did in inside training?
Nah, that was different though. That was different. We were
Was it?
like Carl said. I won't repeat the phrase. We were just hoping for anything them times there. We were desperate. Man, we're refreshing the timeline. Where's Thiago back? Man, seen Thiago do one little drop the shoulder. And we're like, yeah, he's back, fam. We got him. Plays
There's
against Arsenal.
much better
10 minutes.
options.
Man's
there
out
than
for the
Semenyo.
year, bro.
There are better options out there than Semenyo, but Semenyo's a good player, though. He is a good player.
Call me a madman. I'd rather Kubo.
Nah, I'd rather Semenyo.
I'd rather Kubo. Honestly, Kubo might not have the physicality, but he's techie drift. And he's explosive as well. Explosive. player.
Semenyo's techie, you know, bro.
No, but Kubo's
It's hard to carry. It's hard to carry Bournemouth's
Kubo's
attack.
kind of Kubo. What's the word?
It ain't just about goals. I know statistically it doesn't look that good for Semenyo, but if you actually watch Bournemouth, he's a brilliant player for them, and he carries the attack.
Carl, you still there? Look like you zoned out.
What do you want from me, you man? Should we just read super chats? Because what are we doing there? We're talking about summer signings and January signings. We can't even fix what's going on indoors.
Nah, here it's still.
Again, like I said, I don't think Semenyo is Liverpool ready, but I don't think it's a laughable. Like, for example, if I had that Newcastle or Tottenham or a team like that would buy Semenyo, I'd actually be like, brilliant move. I'd be like, perfect move. He's a very good player.
We're sitting here with a broken front door, a broken window, and a broken down car, but we're in the club trying to buy bottles of an Oyster card. Make it make sense. Make it make sense on a real. The card beeps, but it doesn't give out money, does it? That's what we're doing at this point. Really, that's what we're doing. Trent, Virgil, Salah need to get their contract sorted out, and we're here saying, yeah, babe. Yeah,
Man said he tried to swap the Oyster card, you know.
That's when you know you're tired.
Man knows covering it. Yeah. Man can get cover if you want, Man can get cover if you want.
When the people say,
I'm not gonna lie, Cal, you actually do look like you have a broken heart. I kind of feel bad. We've been laughing and joking, but Cal's actually broken.
Kind of devastated,
bro. I want the club to pounce when we are winning, when we're at the top. When we're winning, we're at the top. That's when you strengthen. But not us. We never do it. We've got a genuine chance where we could go into this transfer window in January, could have bought a centre midfielder and a centre back and gone, you know what? We might not win all four, but we're going to go down trying still. Premier League's looking good, so we can potentially, just keep pace there. Champions League, depending on draw, we could do a thing there. Carabao Cup, we're in the semi-finals. FA Cup, we've got another good draw. But nah, not us. Not us. Let's call up Lucky and see if Lucky gets us through the rest of the season. At this point, they can just piss off, man. Just piss off.
But can I ask you something?
Their
Cal?
breath stinks, their armpits stink, their feet stink. They stink.
Oh, that is a disgusting combination.
Get out of the house and go and wash your ass, man. Fed up of these lot. Fed up.
I just said, hose yourself down in the garden, you dirty wretch.
Fed up, man.
Nah, Cal, let me ask you something, though. I'm not even trying to call you out here. But you did say that Edwards coming back was good for Liverpool. Is Edwards not one of the reasons why we ain't doing anything, bro?
He works for FSG. Richard Hughes works for Liverpool.
Are they not both as bad as each other, Hughes and Edwards, at this point?
Of course they are. Yeah, of course they are.
You, man, I need your approval.
Remember when I said to you guys, I was very skeptical about Hughes coming back.
Check the WhatsApp. Check the WhatsApp. Am I allowed to put this on the thing? Like on the can I present this? Or am I doing too much?
Nah, man.
Oh, we can't do that.
Nah, man. Matt wants a lawsuit.
So apparently, it's Hughes that deals with the transfers that are coming in.
Hey,
and
Matt,
every
are you,
plays
bruv, her money's long, bruv. You do not want that smoke, bro.
Oh man.
Apparently, it's Hughes that deals with the incomings and Edwards that deals with the outgoings. If that's the case, then Edwards
That means
is
we're
doing...
just as bad as each other then.
No, if I'm being honest, Edwards is doing his thing when it comes to selling players. Vandenberg, Carvalho. If we get 85 mil for Nunez, that's
No, but Edwards is the one who won't let you go if he doesn't get what he wants. So sometimes as a player, we should really let go. And Edwards would just cut his nose off to spite his
but
face.
when's that since he's been back, that hasn't happened.
Bruv, Origi could have gone for 27 mil, but we said no.
No, but I'm saying since he's come back, that hasn't happened.
Oh,
Bro,
since he come back, yeah, but he's only been back a minute.
Richard Hughes couldn't even renew Adrian's contract, bro.
Yeah, that was wild.
Adrian, for the first time in Adrian's career, he said no to a contract extension.
Yeah.
Brother,
Let's just get through supers, man. Dinesh, evening, gentlemen. Darwin Nunez out. Oh, Edwards looks like he can do his job, so maybe. Shout out to Mojo LFC. Kamehameha Wave says, can we applause for the Arsenal Learning Centre is reopened? It seems that way. It seems like it's under construction. I wouldn't say it's reopened yet. Under construction, though. Mojo LFC says, big up Kopish, should never walk alone. Can't wait to tuck Spurs in. Let's hope, man.
Let's hope, Mojo. Let's hope.
Mojo says Nunez or Barros. I say Barros, Nunez below par.
Nunez or Barros?
Yeah, I'm going Barros there as well.
I think Barros was a good player for us. So
I'll probably go Barros, maybe. Yeah, I'll probably go Barros.
O'Neill says, careful what you wish for. Remember Solanke and Brewster. We sold them though. We did. I mean, I think we've done all right since we've sold those players. Personally,
yeah, I was gonna say it's not like we've missed them. Like they both had very different careers as well.
Shout out to Pounce, says it's Pounce Roadrunner, 70 mil, and you're delegating. Wow. You're so shameless, bro.
Pounce is such a menace, bro.
Official AMD Speak says, big up Kings on Isak. I rate him, but he's currently overrated because we rarely see this type of striker anymore. Things look and taste better when starved. Pause. Any chance hunger goggles are on? Potentially.
100%.
Oh, do you know what it is? Can I be real?
100%.
Strikers haven't been the same since probably the 90s, early 2000s, if we're being real. So you see the level of striker that we're kind of really want. Back in the day, that was the norm, you know. Do you get what I'm saying?
Please, somehow let football go back round in a cycle where I can sit back and I can watch players like Viduka, Rooney, Hasselbank, Cole, Owen, Fowler, Sheringham, Shearer, Ferdinand. Yo, do you remember when you could just throw a dime and it would land on a world-class striker?
They were
remember them days?
All the ones you listed there weren't world-class, though, Drew.
Even if they're not world-class, they were top level.
No, but they were Defoe.
And Isak's top level.
You know what? Do you know what somebody like Les Ferdinand would do in this era, Cal?
Yeah, no, I hear it. But two things can be right at the same time. Isak still is a top level striker.
No, it's still quality, but what you're saying is
But he wouldn't be standing out in that era, though, Cal.
He wouldn't
be standing out in that era. He wouldn't be.
But he's in this era, though. He'd still make.
No. I'm just saying, bring me back to the era when those Jermaine Defoe. Isak ain't better than Jermaine Defoe.
He's an all-round better footballer. But
Jermaine Defoe's for me. Jermaine's more predatory.
Jermaine Defoe's a better striker than Isak. Facts.
Is it? No. He's a better goal scorer.
Whichever way you want to do it.
But he's not a better player.
I would rather Jermaine Defoe lead in my line. That's all I'm saying.
Fair play. But Jermaine Defoe was just automatic, bro. What we doing?
Defoe was cold, but he was from an era where he weren't even looked at that great because of how high the level was. That's the point I'm making, bro.
No, the throw was lad, but the
Jermaine
throw was
Defoe
just
was
underappreciated
cold,
though, because the throw is
I
different.
think we're going too far of this Isak thing, though. And, like Isak is still top.
Isak is
quality.
for today, but even into just today though, we can't deny the fact of Isak is just cold. He is cold.
He is
And he
because
scores,
when
he
he's-
scores all types of goals as well.
For me, he's an all-round striker, like all-rounded, like very all-rounded.
I can see the chat is a little split on that. As a goal scorer, Defoe over Isak, 100%.
Yeah, I'm taking I'm taking
for
Defoe as
me
well.
anyway.
No, Defoe was a better goal scorer, but I think Isak overall has more to his game though.
That's like like back in the day we had like Viduka and Hasselbank. Viduka was a better player, but you'd have picked Hasselbank though, right?
Viduka was good. He ain't better than Isak though.
No, I'm talking about stylistically. Oh, what you think? Oh, I don't know.
Come on, man.
Viduka was a bad boy, you know.
No, Viduka was good, but I wouldn't say it was better than Jimmy Floyd. You weren't better than Jimmy Floyd. You weren't better than Jimmy Floyd.
No, that's not even nostalgia. Viduka was cold.
It was good. Viduka was good. Viduka was good. Viduka wouldn't stand out in the Prem now.
Oh, 100% he would. 100% Viduka would stand out in the league right now. You're sleeping on Viduka, Cal.
I'm not sleeping on Viduka. He wouldn't stand out in the league. Viduka was good, but he wouldn't stand out.
But he kind of stood out at the time.
He didn't. He was good. He was good.
Anyway, this is what I love about football. We can all have our opinions.
100%.
Malk says FSG are the milk monitors of football ownership. Yeah, I hear it. Ty says, don't know why you're puzzled, Cal. You know what you whatever, man. Leave me alone. I need your backing right now, Ty. Pause.
Do you know what? I'm not gonna lie. Ty sneakily comes in with them little cold comments. Kind of like. Yeah. Ty's actually starting to get up there with like the H's in that way. He just comes in with them little subtle shade, and we just fly past it.
It's not even subtle anymore. Atletico said Liverpool could have may monitor. Liverpool could if may monitor, admire, appreciate. Yeah, those are the buzzwords.
Yeah, buzzwords. I told you, man. There's buzzwords at Liverpool right now.
Andrew says, I think it's a joke, 70 mil take and run. Wow.
You're talking about Darwin.
Who's the replacement though?
100.
Yeah, because a lot of people right now, in my opinion, with the let Nunez go but don't buy anybody, would be like selling your cooker for twice as much as it's worth because you think it's okay. You got a microwave. Like, you're gonna get to a point where you're gonna get pretty unhealthy eating microwave food all the time, though. So,
what's if they got air fryer?
Who's that?
I'm just saying.
No, you know what, man? I can actually speak from experience. Moving into a new place, the air fryer held it down for a little while, but the cooker.
But you need the cooker.
Yeah, the cooker was needed, but the air fryer held it down. But the cooker was needed.
Air fryer can do so much.
The air fryer can only do so much. Yeah,
can do so much.
Brad Hayes said, Cal's transfer policy: the man who sleeps with machete is a fool every night but one. Sweet, nice one, Brad. Nice, sweet. Sergeant Yarrison says, question, would you take this league out with sporadic signings or a super league with no relegation but consistent mega signings? I'll take this league format with sporadic signings.
Yeah, I'm not ready for super league thing yet. I'm not there.
Bro,
Champions League pretty much is a super league at the moment.
I know it, but it's not. But I know it, but
I think the
it's
super
trying
league would get really boring after a while.
Because there's no
Official AMD speak says Cal has the same look in his eyes my mum used to get before saying go and get the belt. Barry looks incoming. Pete, Richard uses hair for the vibes. You probably can't even dance.
Dovey 444 says City just signed a centre back for 40 mil. Here we go. Yeah.
One thing I will say about what City are doing right now is, even though fair play to them, I don't think they're signing needle mover players. I just think they're doing sensible stuff based on the future. So I wouldn't get too carried away with like who they're buying. It's not like they're going out and they're buying like a bunch of superstars.
Agreed.
Do you get what I mean? They're just being very sensible, planning for the future.
Mr. Sinclair says 1 Lemon signed between January 2024 and January 2025, 3 windows. Next summer, there's so much to do. We don't win this league. 5 years, no title, could so easily be 10 rebuild. Hughes Pool is Semenyo and Zimas. Dang.
Was he the one who bought Semenyo at Bournemouth?
I believe so, yeah.
It could just be lazy journalism, or it could be him doing a Harry Redknapp where he just goes for the players that he already knows.
Or it could be not him knowing how to search a database.
Well, I think that's what Harry Redknapp used to do a lot. Instead of going out into the wilderness, it was better the devil you know, innit? So he used to like buying players who he'd already managed.
So he should have just stayed at Bournemouth then.
No, I know. This is the point. Yeah.
Joseph says, happy birthday to Luis Diaz. Let's drop the beat. It is indeed.
Yeah. Big up Lucho on his birthday.
Big up to Lucho. This is.
Did you not see the cool thing that happened on the Insta snap today, where Simicast passed in the ball and he had a cup of tea and he still controlled it, and then he took a sip of the tea.
I saw that.
That's my baller right there. You know, shout out man like Diaz. Happy birthday, Lucho.
Big up to Diaz.
First of all, I want to shout out Cal for getting the celebration remastered because we've been planning that for a while. So big up yourself, brother. I also want to say it's diabolical that you added in the Simicast moment. That I didn't notice that before.
I saw it because he did it the other day. You didn't see it the other day.
It's a beautiful day,
bro. If Virgil ever sees this, we're in problems.
Yeah, I know. The honest slot poses in there as well. Still,
I see it there still.
Nah, that slot pose was some gang business. That's what that was.
I don't know.
I don't know about gang.
I don't know about gang.
Oh, when you're mocking the others while you're on your way to winning the league,
it, but
that's
it's
some gang shit, bro. If Arteta did it, then it'll be some. But this is our manager doing it. Some real.
I hear it. Obviously.
You know what I'm saying? You only get. That's like a rich person pretending they've got no money. It's allowed.
No, true. I hear it.
No.
Guys, anything you want to add before we wrap things up?
Listen, big up the people, them. Thank you for rocking with us once again. Over 1,400 of you in here. Smash the like button, please, people. We really do appreciate it. And obviously, tomorrow, big game. There's over 1,400 of you in here. I would love to see each and every one of you on Big Up tomorrow. You ain't got to sign up, you know. You know what I'm saying? All you got to do is go on Big Up, and we're there, yeah. That's all I'm saying, chat. Make sure you're there, man. Big game, Nottingham Forest. We move. I think it's 8 o'clock kickoff tomorrow. And for those that want to know the channel, I believe it's on TNT tomorrow, chat. So, yeah. I'm looking forward to that again.
Sean P. Casey says, Cal, your eye test has gone. Man's in bed with Lizzo with this nonsense. Sure, man. We've always got on Sean, man. I didn't expect that from you. I'd expect that from H or Imran or someone, not from you, Sean, bro.
Sean's done enough, bro. Sean was sitting at home. He saw the Cover Stadium news break and he thought, oh my days. And then he saw Cal go live and went, for fuck's sake. Oh man. Now you lot gotta stop. You lot gotta stop getting that Cal, man. Come on, man.
It's not my fault, man. It's not my fault.
Hey, AMD's got a point, man. Anyone who's watched Friday knows, man. They need love.
I love the way how Cal said it's not my fault. Me and
you lot did nothing. You lot didn't say nothing,
bro.
Say.
But now, all jokes aside, though, people
Does it matter whose
tomorrow.
fault it is at this point?
Right? Did you like this turn off cow as well?
Yeah.
Everything popped down. At this point, it doesn't matter whose fault it is. It doesn't.
It really don't. No, but all jokes aside, though, chat. I need you guys to tomorrow go over to Big Up tomorrow. We're there, not in the forest. I'll be real, chat. It's a final. We win this game. Goes a long way for us getting that league that we're trying to chase. This is a massive game, you know. Don't let no one tell you different. It's a big game.
Nottingham Forest and Brentford away back to back is a huge test of our resolve.
Trust me, bro.
Huge test of
this whole week is massive and it starts tomorrow. Make sure you're there on Big Up. Yeah, I want to see 1,400 people on Big Up tomorrow. Yeah, I want to see you there, even if you're not a Liverpool fan and you're here for the vibes, because there will be vibes. Whether it'll be positive or negative, I don't know. Depends on the game, but there will be vibes. People, make sure you're there, innit? Don't miss out, people.
Paul A says, I knew today would be the roast, would be the cow roast. Every day's the roast. Every day, man. Every day since the Craven news has been the roast. Oh, well, we're here now.
Now, cheer up, Cal, man. Cheer up.
Cheer up for what, man?
Life's good, bro. You woke up this morning, bro. Life's good, man. Cheer up, bro.
I can't read this.
Nah, that is crazy, bro.
No, get it. No, H, man.
Bro, that is crazy, bro. Bro, that is wild, bro.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my days. No, that's crazy. That's crazy. Right. Cal's lost all composure. Just anything you want to say for to take the people out, bro?
Oh my gosh.
Nah, H is a whole different breed, you know. I swear down.
H is different, you know.
H is a whole different breed. I promise you.
You only get this in the Kopish community, I swear down. Drift, composure. Anything you want to say for taking people out, bro?
Nah, just big up everyone. Love as always. Make sure you smash the like button. Do you want to know what? This is the third Monday night in a row where we've peaked at over 1,500 as well. So big up to all of you guys for starting to get the Monday night show to hit those numbers on a regular basis. We do appreciate that. So keep rocking. And yeah, as Matt said, tomorrow, guys, please come and join us on Big Up. You lot don't know what we got lined up as well. For the, did you? I was part of the town meeting on Big Up today as well. Yeah.
Do you know what? All I'm gonna say is this: if you want to know what's happening, tune in tomorrow. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
that's all I'm gonna say.
It's gonna be fun. Analysis is going to be totally different now. That's all I'm saying. So, big up everyone. And yeah, I'll also be doing the North London Derby on Wednesday as well, guys. So if you wanna join in on that one, you know what I mean. We definitely had fun for the FA Cup game. I've got a feeling that for whatever reason, the North London Derby might be another crazy one. So that's on Wednesday, guys. So make sure you come and join for that one as well. So yeah, big up, man.
There you go, people. Listen.
Hold on, Omar's asking how to tune in.
The link in
some
the
people might still not know. So
link to the description, brother. Or literally click the link in the description. You're there.
Yeah. Let me just drop the link right now though for the people.
Yeah.
So guys, I'm about to drop the link in the chat right now for Kopish. I'm also gonna drop the link for all of our individual channels as well as our brother Jamie. So that you guys can come over and join us. So in the chat now is my channel And then also we have in the chat right now is Cal's channel. And also in the chat right now is Match channel. And I'm also going to post Brother Jamie's channel in there as well. So Jamie's is there. So guys, in the chat right now is the link to all of our channels on Big Up. Make sure you guys get over, become members, and rock with us. I'm telling you guys, we have way too much fun on these watch-alongs. It's crazy.
Trust me.
And big up the gift gang in the building already. They know what it is.
Indeed.
Trust me, bad jokes. But yeah, man.
People, if you haven't already, smash that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel. We'll be back tomorrow, people. Hopefully getting 3 points against Nottingham Forest. Thank you all for watching, listening, and joining. Until we see you again, people. Stay safe, stay blessed. We're Kopish and we're out, people. Take care.
Peace.
Love.